Oh, 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 oh. Edges lay, hoop swing, lip gloss and a laugh. I walking like Sunday, but I've been through some wrath. They see soft, see sweet, figure I'm easy to bend. They don't see me in the mirror trying to hold my own head. Don't let my smile fool you. I've been breaking in the
It is against the law for any Negro slave to read or write. Now, you want to learn? This is what you learn.
No!
Joe, get a bucket of water, some rags, grease, and bind him up.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry, you'll heal. Only old man. So will Dealey here. You and Dealey gonna make me some good strong chillin' to pick my cotton. Hey, you'll be fine now that you learn your lesson. You learn your lesson, boy? Boy, I'm talking to you. Boy! Yes. Yes, what?
Yes, sir. I learned my lesson.
I learned my lesson now.
All right, get along now. Got to get ready for work tomorrow. For next year's crop. Oh, yes.
I learned my lesson now. I learned my lesson. Ain't no bottom to the lesson I learned. No bottom at all. No! No bottom at all. My lesson ain't got no bottom to it. It stands on its own 2 feet. That's A. This is B. Remind me of my wife. Guess I'll be looking for her again soon. What the? This is B, Joe. This is B. Osweiler, you best come here. Now C. C got his mouth open like he got something important to say. That's C.
What you think you're doing, boy? You teaching? You trying to teach these people? Who here you think can lie? Who here you think can lie? Give me my gun, boy.
Joe, take what's left of this man down the crossroads. Sell him to the first slave trader comes along. Tell him that he lost control of a team. Plow it over his hand. Now! I want him off my land now!
Your land.
And you, Daddy, you get up to the house. I will take care of this.
This has been quite a day. What you standing there for, boy? You heard your brother. Get moving. Move along.
Get him out of here, Joe. Get him out of here.
Old man say, when you lose one hand, the other one gets stronger. You the other hand. Now, girl. You know what you got to do? I always be looking for you. Always. Always. Always.
Very right.
John. It'd be John. John, what he wrote.
Sit down. I want you all to sit down. Mr. Waller.
Claire.
We found 2 passes written in 2 different hands. The slave who wrote one has been sold. So tell me, who wrote the second pass? And one slave who could write got 2 others free, and I'm not about to let one more ruin the rest. So you tell me, who wrote this pass? If the only way to get the one that I want is to kill you all, then by God I will. Now you got to tell me who wrote that pass.
What do you come next, Mr. Waller?
Girl, sit down.
He won't shoot you.
Girl, sit down.
He won't shoot him. He won't shoot any of you. Piece of paper up at the house that says you're worth $500, old man. He's not going to shoot $500 dead. But he wasn't worth $50. You're worth $200. You're worth $400. Nathan, you're worth $6. And you, Dilly, you're worth $1,000. He's a rich man, but he ain't got no money. You all he got. You his wealth. $3, Mr. Waller.
You know what? Yeah. You know enough to write a pass? How you come to learn all you know?
Just heard you talking your business at the house.
Well, you know so much you must know that you ain't worth nothing to me.
I'm worth more to you than you know. I know something Miss Waller been meaning to tell you. Don't I, Miss Waller?
What do I have?
Miss Waller don't speak for me, ain't you, Miss Waller? 'Cause if you don't speak to Mr. Waller for me, I'm gonna speak to Mr. Waller for you.
What could you possibly have to say for me?
Gonna speak for me, Missy?
Shoot her, Cleo.
Not before I hear what the gal has to say.
I can tell you. The girl knows who's responsible for the past that let the slaves escape. I am. This is my fault, Mr. Waller. I taught Edith, the girl who escaped, some reading and writing. Just enough, I thought, to help me in my work. But evidently she learned considerably more than that. New as I am to your customs, I thought the prohibition on slaves reading and writing foolish. Now I see how foolish I was. And how vital it is that their ignorance remain absolute. I take full responsibility, Mr. Waller, and I will make up the loss to you and your brother.
Well, come along, Cleo. Come along, Cleo. Cleo, I want that girl sold.
A Missouri woman is apologizing after her racist rant on camera got her in trouble with her employer. She lost her job and now all of a sudden she's not a huge fan of the KKK anymore. But she definitely was in the video that went viral earlier this week. Take a look. All right, well, that was classy. So she's from Missouri and she decided with the gentleman that she was with, and unfortunately with that group of children also carrying the Confederate flag, to show up at a Black Lives Matter protest. And the protest in Missouri was specifically against this store that sells all sorts of gross Confederate memorabilia. And the owners of that store also have a past with racism and all of that. So what's just amazing is that she was so boisterous and so proud of herself in that video. And now all of a sudden she's changing her tone, telling the local TV station Ozarks First, I wasn't saying I'm KKK or for the KKK. I was mocking them because I don't like being called a racist. I didn't understand that the Confederate flag meant hate. I don't understand the whole history of the Confederate flag, but I'm learning.
Okay, well, so then there's my favorite excuse of all time. She said that she blacked out and didn't know what she was saying. Okay, wait a minute. Did you also black out when you were buying the Confederate flag earlier? And did you also black out at another time after you bought the Confederate flags when you were decorating your truck with all the Confederate flags. And so, in which case, I gotta say, I agree with your employer even more, because God, if you're a serial blackouter person, are you gonna black out at the job over and over again? I don't know, man. I started yelling at the customers in the most vicious, horrible ways. Why? I blacked out again for the 12th time. So, okay. Now, in terms of, I didn't know the history of the Confederate flag. I'm learning. Then why did you bring the Confederate flag and rub it in their face if you didn't know any of it? And why did you say, if you notice in the video, she said about the Confederate flag, suck on this, okay? Mm-hmm. And in case you couldn't hear, when they were talking about religious beliefs, the Black Lives Matter protesters, she said that she professed to KKK beliefs. But to be fair, that was the 28th time she had blacked out. Although maybe she might mean something else with blacked out. And then earlier she had told, and this is actually, I think is the most disturbing, I'm gonna teach my grandchildren to hate you all. Mm-hmm. So is she having a come to Jesus moment? Of course not. Did she actually not know what the Confederacy stood for? She thought they stood for banana cream pie, but it turns out they stood for slavery. Who could have known? Nobody knew. When she was Googling it, she blacked out, so she couldn't tell. She thought it was.
When the Speaker of the House gave me that letter kicking me off my committee, I tore it up because he's expelled me. What else can you do? We have nothing to lose, black folks in the South. It's time to rise up. It's time to let them know that we're going to fight like hell against this new Confederacy, and that the only thing we have to lose are our chains. Now is the time not to be intimidated, not to try and play patty cake with fascism, but it's time to fight back with every tool that we have and to make it uncomfortable, to hurt them economically, and to wage a battle that future generations will be proud by what we did in this moment.
Kept going around the block.
Yeah. I know, when I came up, it's like, you gotta go over there. I'm like, go where?
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, I ain't from here.
Yeah, no, it's really good. This is awesome.
Crazy.
Yeah, anyway, we'll just do that. Like myself. And then
We're gonna start here. Everybody here to sign the recall petition. That's right. Letting Jeff Landry know we not playing. This is serious. Right now. Got the news people here. Just letting y'all see. Jeff Landry, you on notice, buddy. Been on notice. Huh? No, I'm not. Oh no, this ain't TV. That's right. Very diverse. People from all walks of life. It's coming to make a statement. It's coming to take a stand against Jeff Landry. This is big. This is huge. That's right.
Oh, you need to go to registration card.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So as we can see, we got long lines of people all the way to the road. Sign a petition. That's right.
Initial bond at 1.25 million. Based upon the fact of how many people were in the courtyard, were here at the courthouse, and the seriousness of all these felonies and his bond status.
Man, look, miss me with the bullshit. Know what I'm talking about, man? You see me in the street, man. Your jewelry looking funny. Hey, man, just go the other way, man. We don't want to be around you, man. You come around with negative vibes, all that old negative stuff, man. Hey, man, keep that negative to yourself, man. We don't want to hear nothing negative, man. All we want to hear is positive. You know what I'm talking about? Already.
Country rap tunes. You ain't got to like.
Oh man. Now that, folks, that's how you do a 20-minute opening. Hold on, let me get the hand claps. That's how you do a 20-minute opening. Everything that I wanted to say has already been said, but we ain't even got to do it. We ain't even got to do it, folks. Welcome to the dopest, probably the best live stream in Alexandria. Listen. Today I had a conversation with some friends, and we came to the conclusion we are the only ones in the whole city, in the whole parish, hell, in the whole region that's doing the things that we're doing. We may be few in number. Oh, but that impact is heavy. Right, Curtis? Or should I say Curtis's mom? Right, Curtis's mom? That influence, that sphere of influence is, man, you can't touch us with a 10-foot pole, and we got y'all to thank for it. So we got to do applause for the audience. Oh, I got to turn down. Hold on. Standing ovation for you guys. Without you all, there wouldn't be a reason for us to be here. There you go. That's right. Clap it up. They deserve it. That's right. Tonight's show is part infinity of this how-to series, right? Because we're showing you how to. And I want to let you know that this is what democracy looks like, right? I don't know if you caught that last clip of the gentleman that was recording the people and how long those lines are. It's not a joke. It's not your imagination. It's not propaganda. Oh, it's real. It's real. It's real, and it's all over Louisiana. Guess what you didn't see out there? Not one Confederate flag. Not one Confederate flag. Isn't that weird? You know? All these Republicans and not one Confederate flag. All these Confederate, they used to call them neocons. It used to stand for neoconservative, but they changed it to neo-Confederate. Yeah, not there. That's what democracy looks like. Well, to say what's up to everybody again. Welcome to the show. Gave y'all plenty of time to grab your popcorn. We're going to be talking a lot about a lot today. Simply because there's a lot to talk about. Namely, we want to talk about the recall that's happening. As you can see, I'll run that clip back for you guys, but you can see it's working. I'll play the show.
Kept going around the block.
Yeah. I know, when I came up there, it's like, you got to go over there. I'm like, go where?
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, I ain't from here.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
Crazy.
Yeah, anyway, we'll just do that.
It's working. What? We're going to start here. Everybody here to sign the recall petition. That's right. Letting Jeff Landry know we not playing. This is what democracy looks like. When the people show the people in power that there would be no power without the people. You have to let these people know that. Sometimes when you let power go unchecked, see, absolute power corrupts absolutely. When you give somebody the reins to your well-being, they're going to assault you. You're going to get abused. You're leaving your well-being at the hands of someone else with no involvement. You are giving over your power to them to do whatever it is they please. So let's talk about a little about who exactly is getting all this power. Wink, wink.
The data came back that over 90% of the payroll in East Baton Rouge Parish was paid by white men. So if the majority of the payroll is paid by white men, who's free? And freedom means that your resources are coming from people who look like you. The beautician, the barber, the mortician, the preacher are 4 positions I can tell you right now within the black community. Those black people are free. The majority or all of their money comes from black people. Who else? Are you sharecropping? Now, that sounds hard. I keep saying, I started this video by saying America is a plantation. And if I keep everybody as a sharecropper, where you concerned about what you say or do, because if I say too much, he gonna kick me out off this land. I ain't gonna have this job. That's sharecropping by another name. If I don't let you unionize on your job and your job can't come together to make you get better wages, you live in a right to work state. Right to work means that the people can't come together and get a union against the person who owned the company, right? I keep saying America's a plantation. So if I let you start if somebody then frees you from the plantation, but they get to start a business and they get to set the terms of how you get paid on the land that you work because they rent you the land, okay? And then you got to grow crops on it and pay me off the crops at the end of the year. Sharecropping. I gave you something so you could have something, but I still got to get mine. And if you're afraid to say anything to master who owned the plantation, or you're afraid to say anything to the boss who owned the business, because I'm going to lose my job because they're going to kick me off the farm, what's the difference? What is the difference? They want to keep you sharecropping. I'm trying to get you free. They want to keep you sharecropping. I'm trying to get you free. And that freedom comes by taking power and being unapologetic about it. That freedom comes by buying land, investing in people who look like you, and being unapologetic about it. Sometimes the simplest thing is the answer. It just takes a little longer.
Sometimes the simplest thing is the answer. It's just a longer route to get there, right? So we got a lot of people that are very comfortable with and I'm not saying comfortable with nothing, but they're comfortable with being mistreated. And I can never get comfortable with that. Never, no. You're not finna play in my face. You're not finna play on my top. None of that's happening. We gonna have to box it out because you gonna learn today. But everybody not like that. And I understand that. But at this point, if you see everybody else showing you the way out and you choose to stay behind because you in love with Massa, and Massa the same, let me show you what Massa did. Hold on, I ain't gonna play the whole thing. Watch this.
It is against the law for any Negro slave to read or write. Now you want to learn? This is what you learn. Joe, get a bucket of water, some rags, and grease, and bind him up.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry, you'll heal. Morning, old man. So will Dealey here. You and Dealey gonna make me some good, strong chillin' to pick my cotton. Now, you'll be fine now that you learn your lesson. You learn your lesson, boy? Boy, I'm talking to you. Boy! Yes. Yes, what? Yes, sir. I learned.
He learned his lesson, and then he proceeds to teach everybody how to read right there on the spot. That's what we need. That's the energy that we need. Don't let nothing stop you from getting to the top. Don't let nothing stop you from achieving. Like, we don't even dream anymore. Do y'all realize that? We don't even dream of a better life anymore. We don't do any of that anymore. You don't even hear people talking about what they want to do with their life, you know, in the next 2 or 3, 5 years. They've taken away all of our motivation. And now we're placated. You stuck in this cycle, picking cotton for your utilities. You got Roy up there, Master Roy, cracking that whip. He got Jonathan Goins riding horseback. He recruited Curtis. Now he's riding horseback, making sure everybody picking cotton. No, you got Curtis out there trying to advertise to come to the plantation. Oh yeah, we got more room for masters out here. You know, we got a couple extra plantations that need to be occupied. That's what Curtis is doing, right? And so the lack thereof of people with backbones, it's literally killing us. Literally. What do you think another Roy administration looks like? What do you think another 4 years of Jock Roy? It looks like you'll be on that plane. You'll be picking cotton. They don't tell him what he gonna do. Didn't Master Roy have them outside dancing in the rain? Shit, he sure did. And you want to double down on that? He made them pay for it. He did it on their dime. You damn right. You damn right. You're damn right. Sounds like Brokeback Mountain. I've never seen that movie, so I don't know nothing about it. But listen, they did do a lot of buck breaking. Sure did. Some people didn't need to be broke. Some people was happy to be in that situation. I ain't gonna go down that rabbit hole. So this is what democracy looks like, right? Your unimpeded rights are not being trampled upon. You're just choosing not to exercise them. And the more you choose not to exercise them, the lazier you become democratically. The more you become less involved in your community, the more other people that aren't in your community, not from your community, can control and run your community. So when there's certain things not being done in your community, you can't say anything. You gave up control of your community. When you sat home and you chose not to vote, not to sign the recall petition against oppressive people with oppressive regimes and oppressive mindsets, when you chose to sit back when everybody was making the move, when you were hoping that their actions would be enough to cover your ass, and it's not. You have to do it. You got to show people what democracy looks like. And as long as you sitting back and hoping that other people will do the work, don't expect to get anything done. Don't expect anything, period. Don't expect nothing, because you're not doing nothing, and nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Whether you're on housing and you need the Alexandria Housing Authority to get their shit together, but you don't realize that there's laws and federal laws that they cannot violate, so they can't retaliate against you. That's a state law, right? Hold on, we got Brother Nat. What's going on, Brother Nat?
What's going on, man? How y'all doing today?
Oh, champ, we in it, man.
Hey, listen, I want to talk about this recall. If we can. And it's going to be an opinion that some may not like, but it's needed. And Grandmama always says sweep around your own back door first, or front door, somewhere like that. I want to know in Alexandria, are we just wave riding, or are we really trying to make a change? Because see, after the wave subsides and goes somewhere else, what are you going to do while you stand on the beach right there in your own yard? You understand what I'm saying? Are they willing to make a change in Alexandria, Or are they just ride the wave right now because this is the new fad? Or we doing this, we doing this. But in Alexandria, we don't have that same disdain for the people that treat us bad on a daily basis. This man is trying to put $80 to $90 million in something that don't benefit District 1, 2, and 3. Where's the anger in that? Nobody's not saying nothing. And like y'all said about the gerrymander, that he gerrymandered to make sure it don't go in District 2. So and he done the same thing. So why we can't be angry at him like you angry at Jeff Landry? Is it that some of us killing him? I don't know what it is, Tomorrow, but the wave riding stuff, to me, is sickening. Are we willing to make the change here also? Or we just gonna say, oh, we gonna let Jack Roy vote, get on back in office? That ain't, Jeff Landry don't control the brown water. Jack Roy does. Jeff Landry don't control the high utility bills. Jack Roy does. He's over all that. So the wave is a good wave to ride. What happened, that lady said, after the rain, or pain, whatever it is, what we do then?
I think what it is, and what it ain't, what it is that at some point, these folks is going to have to see for themselves what inactivity will do. If you are being inactive and not taking an active part in manifesting your destiny will be manifested by someone else. When you hand over the reins to someone else to control your waking up, you're going to sleep, you're coming in, you're going to work. When you let other people dictate how you use your time, how much time you get with your kids, when you let somebody dictate that to you, instead of taking an active role and taking control of your destiny and your family's destiny and your household destiny, you don't win. You letting other people control how you're the outcome of your story. And when you got the prime example, these people look.
Kept going around the block.
Yeah. I know when I came up, it's like you gotta go over there, like go where?
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, I ain't from here.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
Crazy.
We're gonna start here. Everybody here to sign the recall petition. That's right.
You're not willing to do the work, don't expect to get the results.
Exactly. Well, nobody had that.
Go ahead.
It's like what you're showing it tomorrow is what could be done here. We can't be pro-black and pro-right on the state level, and we ain't pro-right on the local level. This shit just don't add up. It just don't. And and as far as I'm 100% with the recall. Don't think I'm not. I don't want nobody to think I'm not. What I'm saying is, if you get it done on the state level, you need to try to get it done on because you have a master of the plantation and you got an overseer. Jack Roy's your overseer in Alexandria. You need to be trying to cut the legs off that horse first. That's just me. Because if the masters leave the overseer, you still got somebody over you. He still gonna treat you the same old way. Yeah, the master dead, boy, but I still run this here. You see what I'm saying?
Ms. Jeannie she said at this point, starting at the top may give the bottom the message that is needed. But I don't think any type of negativity should be directed at the efforts of the current recall. Now, this is a statement that may not be well taken, but it's my opinion. And it's granted.
No.
It's granted.
No.
We're not, it's not a negative message that we're conveying. We're just saying, if you're going to do it on the state level, damn it, do it on the local level.
I get what Nat's trying to say. He's saying that
everything that they're doing with Governor Landry, all the noise and everything, the recall, we could have did that with Mayor Roy, but currently we cannot do that with Mayor Roy. We can't recall him. The only thing we can do is vote him out in November.
Okay, but we don't even step up to the stuff that he do. You go to that city council meeting. How many people in Alexandria do you see there?
You can't. Well, you can't make them do nothing. You know that, right?
Well, okay, then. Well, who make him sign this recall then?
That's their choice.
Oh, so they ride the wave.
Yeah, that's their choice.
Okay, so I get it. We ride the wave now.
Over 18 has a choice. So
we ride the wave now.
Yeah.
So after. Okay. So after the wave over, hold on. Hold on. So after the wave over, we just go back to getting treated like shit in Alexandria.
Well, here's the thing, right? So the wave doesn't subside until October. And what comes after October? November. And what happens in November? Elections.
Okay. Now
I get what you're saying, but you can't. You frustrating yourself, trying to
no.
And Elliot, but they paying attention to what's happening in Baton Rouge. We get it, but you can't make people. The people that we do have, we can influence them. Maybe they can influence others, but that's all I see for now. I get what you're saying,
I'm with the recall. I'm totally with it. But boy, after the pain and after the rain, we still here.
No,
and we still drinking brown water.
Wait now. You only got a couple weeks to stay there. So the wave doesn't actually subside in October, because in October we find out whether or not there's enough signatures to recall them. That wave doesn't die. That wave rides right on over to November elections. So now, along with the petition to sign the recall, we need to be paying attention to these candidates that are qualifying. By the way, y'all, the clerk of courts didn't change the qualification dates.
Yes.
So now you won't know nothing to damn near August. I think it's the first week in August that you'll know something now about who's qualifying to run for November. So this rolls right into midterms. Your midterms is in November. Your election for your mayor is in November. Your election for your city councilman at large is in November. Your election for the city council for District 4 is in November. The what's the other one? 422. Gary Johnson is up in November.
Yeah.
So you got to ride the wave until success. Don't stop with the signature on a recall. Get out there and vote. Vote in November. Finish the job. That's what it should be. I guess that's the angle. Finish the job.
Yeah. Because when we do this mayor thing, every black person in Alexandria gonna be separated. Every black person, we're gonna have 10 black people in there in the race against Jack Roy instead of the people. Understand what I'm saying? Instead of these same people saying, hey, we just gonna get behind one candidate. Come on, black people, don't do me like that, huh? All I'm saying is we hypocritical. That's all I'm saying.
With us being the buzzsaw that we are, do you really think that there's going to be a fake black candidate brave enough to withstand 5 months of straight heat?
As soon as I put my CPAP on and go to sleep at nighttime, yes, I do.
Oh, man, I believe it too. I ain't gonna lie. But at the end of the day, we're going to be able to burn them away. They're gonna like now. This is a tipping point. Oh, she back. This is a tipping point, right? So now everybody see everybody else getting. You know how when black people see people running and they take off running behind them and they don't know what we all running for, but they know
we know to run.
Yeah, that's what this is. That's what.
But John, and I don't want the people to take it wrong, but like I said, come on, black folks, don't be hypocritical. Don't do that, cause you're making it. If you could do it on the state level, we can get together and do it on the city level. That's all I'm saying.
Finish the job. After when October hits,
they don't care now.
Counted, and them signatures get counted. Finish the job. Go early vote.
And I think it's more so because state level is more attention.
That way it's more popular than it is city level. So, I feel like that's, like I said, it's the wave. It's just the wave.
It's low-hanging fruit, if you ask me. It's low-hanging fruit because they don't have to see Jeff Landry every day.
All right. But Jeff Landry does control a lot of things, though. Jeff Landry does control a lot of things, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it trickles down. Another thing that you have to pay attention to this. This is also not just here. This is across the world. The world is looking at Louisiana, not just our 50 states. The world is looking at Louisiana.
Oh yeah.
So it is very hot right now.
Oh yeah.
So once again, we riding the wave. We ain't trying to we can't clean the whole house without.
But Nat, that's what they want to do. That's their prerogative to do that.
That's what I was telling them. We can't
That's their prerogative. We just got to do what we got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all trying to trick me now. Now y'all trying to cross you.
You can't make these grown people.
I think the moral of the story is that what we're looking at is democracy. People need to see the example.
Yeah.
And if you have to make a big a big stupid sound, hey everybody, look, this is what democracy looks like. And then people can replicate it. That's how movements start.
I'll do anything to support the recall. I promise I will. I would do anything I support the recall. I don't have nothing against it. I don't have no negative against it.
You gotta realize that a lot of people aren't as a lot of people are show me people, right? Everybody's saying something, but people like show me what democracy looks like. And them two young ladies in Baton Rouge are showing the entire world what democracy looks like. The entire world. So maybe, and I feel strongly about this part, that's gonna roll over because the same reason that people are mad at Jeff Landry is the same reason they should be mad at Jock Roy, because he did the exact same thing.
Exact same thing. That's all I'm saying.
I feel you. That's what I'm saying.
That's all.
Some people don't know what to do. And then the timing of everything happens in good time. Everything happens at the right time. Everything. And I know for a fact that all the impact that we're having across this central Louisiana area, and as much attention as these white people are paying attention to what we're saying right now, this ain't gonna be your typical, this ain't gonna be for the weak. Jock is already folding. Jock had to come up with the reignite plan just so he could be engaged enough to not talk about the high utility bills, about the brown water. You think when he goes out in public, he's going to talk about any of that? No. He brought you the reignite plan because we're going to blow $80 million on some bullshit that we blew $80 million on before.
Reignite plan is some Brokeback Mountain characters. That's what he's doing. And that's, listen, boy, that's why I try not to call in that much. I'm like kind of angry. It ain't that I'm angry, but if Jock Roy done the same thing to us on a city level, what was the outrage? Or did they understand it?
I don't think they understood it.
Now, if they didn't understand it,
I don't think everybody understood the implications and the impact. I'm gonna be honest with you.
If that's so, I understand.
Yeah,
if that's the case,
I think they get it now. Now that it's on a big screen.
Yeah. I was about to say that.
Nobody.
Yeah,
now it's all over. It's plastered. Just imagine if the recall efforts that they were trying to bullshit and do in Alexandria a couple years ago. Just imagine if that wasn't just on KLAB, it was on CNN.
Everybody been getting played by Jock Roy for 16 years, so you can't be mad at them if they not paying too much attention to him. Because they like, well, he ain't gonna get, he gonna get
the one thing Jock has never experienced in all of his political career? A defeat. He ain't never took an L.
True.
He never took an L. Y'all never brought him an L. Y'all never showed him that he wasn't fit.
Yep. Then that's why he got all that confidence right now.
That's why he's stepping on y'all.
Yep.
Like I said, I tell people, I hope listen, they mad, but that's all I was trying to get them to see. Exact same thing happened here. But like I said, if they didn't understand it,
They didn't.
I
see
wish
the
they just said
implications. They didn't see the damage it was doing, and they didn't see the bled and died. They bled and died, and then come to find out they bled and died. Yeah, but them white folks don't give a damn about them people that's dead. He sat up there and did all that monkey shining for nothing, just for the city to do the shit that the state end up doing too. And guess what they did? Revoke
You're
the
not
people.
allowed to have a speech like that once you sold your soul.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
You can't
And
speak
see,
on
that's
nothing that
what
has to do
Once
with
you done
civil
sold
rights.
your hole, you
Period.
can't sit down no more.
You can't
see,
even you can't sit with us.
You can't listen. And
You can't
that's
sit with
another
us.
problem that's another problem that I have, right? These mother truckers done showed us exactly who they was. And somehow, some way, they wiggle their way back into fucking relevance. And they always try to put themselves in a position where they have to be the ones that you got to go through to get anything done. And I'm so sick and tired of it. So when I say these names, when I tell you about Jack Hinton and how if there is another NAACP, he shouldn't be a part of it. He should be banned. That's right, folks. I'm saying it here first. I don't care about the whole he should be banned. Yeah, you heard it here first. Jack Hinton is the one that brought the original Chud the Builder. What's his name?
Senator Clay Higgins.
Jack brought Clay Higgins to the NAACP. Let me show y'all Clay Higgins. Screw that. I don't even gotta explain it. I'm gonna show y'all Clay Higgins. I'm gonna show y'all some of this outrageous. And in these recent years, as recent as last year, we've seen Clay Higgins in action. And he's always said some racist shit. And so we were trying to figure out why in the hell did the NAACP Alexandria chapter president invite him to the end to be the keynote speaker at the state convention? That got you banned automatically. Like if there's any chapter of the NAACP that starts in Alexandria, if y'all let Jack Hinton in, who else was a part of that? Tony Brown? Shit. Listen, I don't care. The truth is the truth.
It's Free Speech Friday.
It's Free Speech Friday. And we know these people sold us out the river before. So if you let people like, what did Stephen Sharp do? What did Clarence Reed do? What are you doing? Why are y'all? Don't let these people back in. You can make decisions without these people. And just because it's on a flyer, don't make it true. But at the end of the day, y'all gonna be friends with these people. I'm not gonna fault you for it. But if you let them people back in and expect success, then I'm gonna fault you for that. I'm gonna hold you accountable. I'm gonna hold you accountable. I'm gonna say your name next. And I know ain't nobody worried about us saying their name, but I'm gonna say your name next. You was a part of the problem. All y'all that keep letting these people back in to screw y'all back over is a part of the problem. If them people told you who they was in the first beginning and you said, oh, I don't know, and they sat there and bombed everything you were working on, use the NAACP to steal money from people that were just volunteering, and then dive bomb the NAACP, and then disappear and start a whole new company and act like they're a part of the fucking community. No, you don't get a pass. No, we're not.
Dude was showing dead bodies on live. Like, I can't get that stuff out of my head, honestly.
That's because that's what they're about. They were being paid by the Republican Party. Y'all don't understand. Man, why
he ain't used to be what he do now. He definitely was just doing crime scenes and stuff.
Yeah,
now since he get paid to be political, he get paid now.
Until that,
but don't bring that shit. Don't bring that shit to YSKT. We don't get paid for stuff like that. We don't do no type of promotion. You got to get it on your own.
This is a free show. It's Free Speech Friday. We don't have no sponsors but us. We've been on for 9 years and ain't going nowhere no time soon. And if we do get put off of Facebook, I guarantee you we're gonna pop back up on YouTube. It don't matter. You can't stop the truth. You're not gonna stop the truth. And it could be with 1 listener, 2 listeners, 3 listeners. It could be with just us. We still gonna make the content. We still gonna put it out because we care about the people getting the information. Point blank period. Point blank period. Let me show you Clay Higgins. Let me show y'all Clay Higgins real quick. Let me show you his racist ass that Jack Hinton brought up to the goddamn NAACP meeting.
Street gang is responsible. The Gremlin Street Gang is responsible for hundreds of violent crimes, murders, armed robberies, witness intimidation, burglaries, drug trafficking, extortion, and brutal beatings. We've arrested 10 of these thugs and have warrants on 7 more. Every one of these animals is most definitely armed and dangerous. Darren Carter, Aaron Carter, Travis Cooper, Cody Guidry, Jaron Diggs, Kirkland Demochet, and Jonathan Landry. We have felony warrants for your arrest. You will be hunted. You will be tracked. And if you raise your weapon to a man like me, we'll return fire with superior fire. Darren Carter, you think men like these are afraid of an uneducated 125-pound punk like you that's never won a fair fight in your life and holds your gun sideways? Young man, I'll meet you on solid ground anytime, anywhere, light or heavy. Makes no difference to me. You won't walk away. Look at you. Men like us, son, we do dumbbell presses with weights bigger than you. And the convicts in jail, most of those men are good people who just found themselves crossed with the law. They're not evil, and they don't respect you or any punk like you. They'll toss you around like a rag doll. I encourage every citizen watching this to look into your own heart and find the American courage that conquers all evil. I implore you to listen to this message and stand up. Take back your streets. Take back your country. Come forward with information about these heathens.
Take back your streets, thugs, animals. What other descriptive words did he have for black people that haven't even, I thought you were innocent until proven guilty. These people haven't even stood in a trial yet. You see what I'm saying?
So is that who he invited to the NAACP meeting?
That's who he invited. Let me show you some of his work. Let me show you some of his work in Congress. You know, the one person that voted against the Epstein files being released, it was him. That was him.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say it again.
He voted against the Epstein files to be released.
Oh, that's because his ass up and down.
Nah, he's not up in there. He just loved Trump.
Yeah.
You know, he's a Trump supporter, right? So if he's a Trump supporter and he's cool with Jack, what do you think?
They're Republicans.
Here's what you got to understand. Louisiana is the testing ground for Donald Trump.
Breaking news now.
Hold on, I got you.
Now, the bill to release the Justice Department's files on convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein now headed to President Trump's desk. And after months of opposition to it, he now says he will sign it. Both the House and the Senate moved to swiftly approve the bill today. Eyewitness News reporter Rob Hayes joining us now with the breaking developments. Rob?
Yeah, swiftly really doesn't do it justice. The House voted nearly unanimously, and the Senate essentially passed the bill before it even arrived in its chambers. Now it's up to President Trump to sign it, which could happen tomorrow morning. But there are still questions whether the entire Epstein file will go public. For months, House Republicans fought to keep the Epstein files buried. Today,
The bill is passed.
nearly all of them voted for the Justice Department to release the files. A complete 180 coming after President Donald Trump encouraged them to pass the bill.
This is not just about survivors. It's about every American who believes in accountability, fairness, and the promise of justice.
Survivors of Epstein demanding the now sealed files be released, holding up photos of what they look like when they were abused.
This was me at 14 years old. I was a child. I was in 9th grade. He stole a lot from me.
And then this afternoon, a surprisingly quick move by the Senate. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer requesting unanimous consent.
The Senate has now passed the Epstein bill as soon as it comes over from the House.
And it automatically passes the Senate without any changes. Well, once that happens, the president would have to sign it. Democrats, though, pointing out that Trump can quite easily make the files public immediately.
I want to remind the president as well that he has the power to release the files today. he has the power to release the files without a vote.
Trump has been mentioned repeatedly in many of the recently released Epstein documents. And even though he has said he would sign the bill if it makes it to his desk, he has been dodging questions about his reasons for not releasing the entire tranche of files right now, often attacking the journalists asking about it.
Well, I don't want to talk about it because fake news like you're a terrible reporter.
And again this morning when ABC's Mary Bruce asked about the files.
Mr. President, why wait for Congress to release the Epstein files? Why not just do it now?
You know, it's not the question that I mind, it's your attitude. I think you are a terrible reporter. And I'll tell you something.
So why not just sign it now?
I think the license should be taken away from ABC.
Meantime, a full release of the Epstein files can still be avoided. Trump has ordered a new investigation into relationships between Democrats and Epstein, and that could provide a legal rationale for the DOJ to withhold some of the files. And today's House vote spurring a lot of interest into the only congressperson to vote against the bill. It was Republican Clay Higgins of Louisiana, a fervent Trump supporter. He says he voted no because the bill reveals and injures thousands of innocent people like witnesses, people who provided alibis, and family members. But again, the bill is expected to go before the president for signing as early as tomorrow morning.
One person voted against it. And it was the guy that Jack Hinton brought to the NAACP statewide meeting as a keynote speaker. You don't let those people back in. We could never be cool again. I could never trust you with shit, nothing. You better have a camera on you, because otherwise I'm not even going to believe it happened. I'm not even going to believe you were there.
Yeah, that's pathetic.
So my point is, and I know there was a long way to get to a point, when these people cross you, y'all can make, y'all listen, I'm not, you know what? I'm not even going to say that. Y'all make friends and be friends with whoever y'all so choose to do. But as for me and my, when you got one time, the stakes are too high. The democracy is failing unless we do something about it. And you choosing now to want to play kumbaya with motherfucker. I can't do it. Couldn't be.
And he shouldn't be allowed in the meetings either. He shouldn't be allowed in meetings.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. Because what business of it is of yours anyway?
Yeah, he had it and he didn't want to do nothing with it. So. Right.
So again, you know, this is the situation that we're in. When them people like whoever that you know has crossed black people in the past, if Jock wants to go pull Roosevelt and clean him up and put him in the race against him, or if he wants to pull Roosevelt and put Roosevelt in the at-large race against Willard so he can siphon off some of the black votes, or you know, if he wants to dust Reddix off and put him back in to make him run at large, he has a choice of a plethora of coons and a litany of sellouts that he could choose from. And if y'all go, this is what I was thinking Nat was getting at. If y'all go back, don't worry about going forward.
Yeah. But Tavares, nobody won't call it out. You remember when I called Roosevelt in Super One, what I did to Roosevelt, right? Was you on the phone?
No, I wasn't on the phone, but I know the story.
You said, was Mr. McCall?
Yes, sir.
People won't do that. People won't tell, bro, hey, man, stay your ass out this race. I don't understand why we got to be so scared of people. You know, when we know how they done us, we shouldn't have to bite our tongue. We shouldn't have to say, well, no, man, you know what you did. Stay your ass at home, because I'm embarrassed if you try to get up there and run for something. Roosevelt, sit your ass down. It was just plain as that. I don't know how else to say it when I know you're going to mess over me. Do I supposed to say, well, Roosevelt, please find in your heart, son, to just please stay at home, sir? No, because money talk louder than that. So we don't want to meet nobody where they at because, God damn it, everything's supposed to be done in decent and in order. Sometimes you got to get out of decent, you got to get out of order, and you got to get undecent.
Oh no, I'm
sometimes.
If you catch me, I'm only playing a role. If you catch me acting in order, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm not being serious. If I'm acting right, I'm just.
We gotta meet them. We gotta meet them where they at.
I'm just playing a role.
You know, we don't want no confusion. God damn it, what you mean we don't want no confusion? Is it not confusing to drink brown water? Is it not confusing to deal with high utility bills? When they gave you Restore, it was confusing when they gave you Restore. It was confusing. It's confusing now with the Reignite plan, which Jaguar saying they're going to come out the citizen's pocket. It's confusing. Man, if you got somebody doing you like that, man, you got to call them. You got to, man, look, the buck stop here, homeboy. We ain't having that shit. We ain't going to vote for you. Plain and simple.
So y'all have been tasked, right? They've been the community of Sinlaw has been tasked. If you know that you got done wrong and you still can't figure out if Restore is a loan or a goddamn grant, and you turn around and you vote for Jock Roy, then ain't nothing else we can say. Ain't nothing else.
Or Cynthia Perry.
Or
Cynthia Perry. Yeah. Or anybody that voted for it. Because we tired of this shit about talking about, oh, I'm on the job training. God damn it, you fired. You can't learn no more. If you ain't learning by now how to do your job, you'll be fired anywhere else. So if you don't learn how to represent the people in your district by now, she could be recalled. You see what I'm saying, Tavares?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? She could be recalled right now. Everybody in Alexandria act like they don't know that, though. You see what I'm saying? You see how it's tricky?
Video went viral of Congressman Clay Higgins removing an activist from a news conference outside the U.S. Capitol. It sparked many questions. Tonight we hear from Congressman Higgins, who issued a statement on the matter. Devin DeStefano has the story.
What is your name? First, I'm Clay Higgins. I represent South Louisiana.
Clay Higgins,
all I'm asking you to do is just peacefully stand by with your camera. And I promise you, look at me, I'll come talk to you straight up. I'll answer all your questions.
Higgins said he was able to de-escalate the situation and was unsure why Capitol Police weren't there. But seconds later, the protester returned while Congresswoman Lauren Boebert was speaking. Higgins said it felt like a threat, so he took action.
The results of Biden's failed foreign policy is absolutely astonishing. The Biden administration plans to surrender U.S. sovereignty to unelected bureaucrats at the World Health Organization.
He then showed another angle, showing the protester trying to get closer to the podium from behind.
You're out.
If he would have put his hands on me like that, I would have been sitting in the jail cell. I don't give a damn what the hell was going on. You put your hands on me like that, just because you elected don't mean you can't get deselected.
Yes, Secret Service should have shot him.
That's what I'm saying. But you know these Louisiana, let me be straight. Free speech, these Louisiana Peckerwoods. Oh, these are different breed. They got to do it for the camera. Look at Mike Johnson. You got the. Hey Trump, hey, can you lower your zipper a little bit more, Mr. Trump? Yeah, that's Mike Johnson. That's Mike Johnson. Hey, Mr. Trump, can you spit in my mouth? Yeah, they different.
You all right?
They different. And they don't mind being racist towards you. They're telling you that they're racist. They're telling you that they're doing the bidding of these folks. They're letting you know that whatever. Let me tell you something else. Let me stop. I was going too far. But I was being honest. It's Free Speech Friday. I got to be honest.
Like right now, Tavares, Cynthia Perry could be recalled. Do people know that? All the people live in District 3. Don't nobody know a damn thing?
The rule is
Child.
18. You got as long as they not 18 months out from the next election, you can recall them. They can be
See?
pulled.
You see?
That coattail can be pulled. Now,
So
hold on.
I don't understand it, Jamar. She is right in line to make sure the white power structure stays where it's at. And nobody ain't trying to make an example out of her. Come on, black people, y'all different for this.
I do accept that.
The African Americans in your district?
I don't know. I don't remember.
What's the percentage of African Americans in your district?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Is it more than 50%?
I doubt it, but I don't.
Is it
I don't
more
know.
than 20% African American?
I answered your question, Senator Carter. I don't know if you have the data in front of you. Just tell me. I don't know.
I think you should know, shouldn't you?
I don't know that we should care that much about race. Honestly, I think that's the whole point of the Calais decision is you're not supposed to use race in determining these maps.
So if you're not supposed to focus on race, then what do you say to people that think is very racist to have legislation that eliminates Calvin Duncan, that eliminates the number of black judges in the city of New Orleans, that is now intended to reduce the number of congressional black leadership in the state of Louisiana? What do you do to those accusations that say, Senator Morris, this looks mighty racist of you?
I would say they're wrong.
Senator Morris, I'm trying to understand. You have 3 bills.
Correct.
Currently, we have 4 congressmen from Louisiana who are white Republicans, and we have 2 African-American Democrats from Louisiana in our 6 delegation total, correct?
Yes.
Your bill, you have 3 bills. 2 of them reduces the number of African-American congressmen down to 1. And then the 3rd bill reduces both of them. You call it a 6-0 map. Is that a fair understanding of it?
Others have called it that. I didn't draw it with that intention to draw 6-0, left race out of it.
But that's essentially how they're described. 2 of the bills reduce the African American Congress people from Louisiana from 2 to 1, and another bill is intended to go from 2 all the way down to 0.
No, it's intended to comply with the Supreme Court in Calais, of which one of the maps was clearly approved and was not subjected to any successful challenge.
Let me ask you this:
2022 map.
Maybe I'm asking it wrong. I'm just trying to get an understanding of what the bills do. If I'm looking at your Senate Bill 121 and I'm looking at Senate Bill 130, both of those pieces of legislation will reduce the number of African-American congressmen and congresspeople in Louisiana from 2 to 1.
Maybe, maybe not. It might reduce the number of Democrats, but not necessarily African-American.
Okay, if I look at Senate Bill 121, isn't it true there's only one district that will be majority African-American if I look at Senate Bill 121?
I can't remember
I can give you a copy of it.
The racial makeup, but that may well be the case. But
and also
he knew that. He knew that. That's why he went after.
Again, an African American from winning any one of those seats.
Okay, well, let me ask it differently. If I look at Senate Bill 121, you would agree with me. There's only one seat that's majority African American. If I look at Senate Bill 121, correct?
I'll take your word at that.
And if I look at Senate Bill 130, there's only one congressional seat that's majority African American. Do you agree with me?
I do not doubt that.
And then if I look at the other map that you presented, Senate Bill 116, there's not a single majority African-American congressional seat in the state of Louisiana. Isn't that true?
I'll take your word for it, probably is.
And so if we were passed if this body would have passed Senate Bill 116, there would be no majority African-American congressional seats in the state of Louisiana. And if either of your other two bills were passed, we will be reduced to just one majority African-American congressperson in the state of Louisiana. Right?
Perhaps, yes.
I asked you earlier whether or not the people need to be concerned about your legislation. Isn't it true you have legislation that has reduced the number of judges for the greater New Orleans area at the appellate court level? I believe you have legislation that's reduced 2 judges at the Fourth Circuit.
Yes.
I believe you have another bill that's pending that reduce a number of judges at the district court level. I believe it's 3, at least 5 to 7, perhaps even more district court level judges that you're seeking. You have legislation to eliminate at least 5 to 7 district court judges, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
And again, none of this is random, right? Let me run this real quick. I know I'm clipping you out of death, but it's all in it's all out in the open now.
I'm so fucking tired of white men cosplaying the apocalypse. The only fucking reason why we needed the goddamn Voting Rights Act in the first place is because of white men. I don't care that you don't fucking see the value in it. Neither did your great-grandfather. And that's the fucking reason we have it. It got passed in the fucking 60s. I am tired of it. I'm tired of fucking pretending that the motherfuckers responsible for us needing it aren't alive. They're alive, and you call them grandma. So no, white boy, I don't care what the fuck you think about the goddamn Voting Rights Act. I don't care. I don't care what any white person thinks about it at fucking all. Because the only reason we need any of this shit is because white people needed to be told in writing not to be awful. That's why. You guys don't like that part, but that's what laws are. They're telling you not to be a piece of shit. It's very weird that we have so many fucking laws surrounding race because white men won't fucking be better. They won't be better. They won't do better. It doesn't fucking matter what year it is. In the year of our Lord, 2026, we are still discussing the merits of black people fucking voting because you are not different than your fucking ancestors.
And this is facts. Excuse the language. It's Free Speech Friday. So what can we do as an individual to get clarity on the current situation? Well, I'm so glad you asked, my dear.
What's Tavares?
Yeah.
Tavares?
Uh-huh.
Black folks mad, but they're not mad at Obama. They're not mad at Joe Biden. They're not mad at him. Huh?
They're not in office.
They had a chance to make an amendment while they was in office. Am I right, Ms. Salita?
Yes, they sure did. They sure had an opportunity.
Nobody ain't do a damn thing. So why they mad now?
To fight turn that act into an amendment will be part of the Constitution. And they tried it twice. And it got voted down by it was John F. Kennedy. I think he did it one time, and I can't remember who the other one, but it wasn't Obama. Because I thought that's what I kept saying when Obama got in there the first time. Well, why don't he go after Voters' Rights Act? Because they're going to strip us of that act, because it's only an act, and you have to know the difference between an act and an amendment. Amendment is part of the Constitution, and you have to fight to get an amendment changed. The whole thing.
Every so often,
go ahead.
Go on, Mr. Paul. And every so often they go back and look at the act. If there was an amendment, they don't have to go back and look at it.
Nope,
because
they can't
it's
touch it.
in the law.
Yep,
So
it's part of the Constitution.
Listen, I'm just being honest. If folks get mad, hey, they can't say I'm lying. But Bill Clinton, the first black president, he didn't go try to put it on the amendment to make it constitutional rights. Barack Obama didn't. The other dude, Joe Biden, well, as soon as Joe Biden got in office, he signed an executive order. 1-800, you can't touch it on me. Yeah, come on, man. Wait, and ain't nobody said a damn thing about that. They didn't look at the Voters' Right Act for the black folks. But he say don't touch my agent. We got to look at somewhere else besides the people that we load on us on. I'm just saying, Mr. McCall, listen, Mr. McCall, I'm just saying what I seen with my own eyes. Ain't no Democrat tried to make sure he got it in the Constitution. No Democrat or no Republican. So answer this question. Why the hell we voted Democrat and Republican?
Been saying we need our own. I've been saying that for years.
That's why I don't like
Let me tell you something. And this is my assumption. This is not even an assumption. This is my assertion. The type of power that you guys are talking about taking, we aren't prepared to handle as a group of people. Let me repeat that. The type of power that's needed to seize and stop this shit, we aren't prepared to handle as a people. We're not. We're not.
So what we voting for?
Oh, well, you can vote because it's a participation thing. If you don't vote, then you don't have a right to complain about anything if you're not voting.
Okay,
right?
I agree.
But in order to seize the power that'll make your vote matter to all, not just to a few, you got to be ready to listen. If you're not ready to die for it, I don't even think we should be talking about it.
They tricked grandmama them. They tricked grandmama and my papa them. They tricked them.
But see, they had to die behind it, didn't they?
Yeah, and they tricked them. Well, we'll give you an act. Yeah, we'll give you an act. Grandmama and papa didn't know about it written in the Constitution.
Yeah, if you not, it's some things, you know, these people, like he's saying, they cosplaying as these superheroes that are defending these rights, and you can't tread lightly or whatever they said. They're prepared. They no, I'm not gonna say they prepared. They have the system rigged in their favor, so they don't gotta get prepared. Right? And we can't rig the system until we do exactly what they did. That's the only way you reverse something is to you can't cancel, it can't go back to, if you're at -2, you can't get back to 0 without adding 2. So you gotta meet it where it's at, and you gotta equal force. So unless we're willing to do the dirty shit to them that they did to us, then we're not really ready to have that conversation. Now we could coexist. We could settle for the 75% good treatment as opposed to the 100% sovereignty. But I mean, it's all up. It's a lot of people that are bent on integration and wanting to be a part of a team of people that I'm not a huge advocate for that. I don't mind.
Fair exchange.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I say? Exactly.
Fair exchange is not a robbery. Damn, you do it to me, I do it to you.
I got to do it to you.
So I have something. Okay. So can I say something? So what I found out was I was incorrect with my information. So basically it says here, the main reason the Voting Rights Act of 1965 was not turned into a constitutional amendment is because Congress already had the power to pass it as a federal law under the Constitution, especially under the enforcement powers of the 15th Amendment to the United States Constitution, which was race-based voting protections, and the 14th Amendment to the United States Equal Protection. A constitutional amendment is extremely difficult to pass. It requires a 2/3 approval in both houses of Congress and a ratification by a 3/4 of the state. Because of that, Congress often uses ordinary federal legislation when it believes the Constitution already gives it authority. Another major reason is lawmakers in 1965 wanted action quickly, Violence and voter suppression in southern states, especially events like Selma to Montgomery marches, created national pressure for immediate federal protection of Black voters. Passing a law was much faster than attempting a constitutional amendment. But over time, parts of the Voting Rights Act was renewed and expanded several times by Congress in 1970, in 1975, 1982, and 2006. But because it remains a law rather than a constitutional amendment, parts of it could later be challenged in court. That happened in the Shelby County versus Holder when the U.S. Supreme Court struck down a key enforcement formula used to monitor states with histories of voter discrimination. Some civil rights activists have argued that voting protection should be placed more directly into the Constitution to make them harder to weaken. But no voting rights amendment expanded the Constitution beyond the existing voting amendments has successfully passed Congress and the states. So when they came up with the 15th Amendment and the 14th Amendment, those are the things that they're trying to do by getting rid. This is more of Alabama, all these places where they're trying to get rid of all the Democrats and Black representatives, right? So once they get that, they'll have a 2/3 majority. They'll automatically have a 2/3 majority, right? So with
Constitution.
Yes, that's right. They can go after the Constitution. They can go after the 14th and 15th Amendment. Now, once they do that, but they also have the ratification by a 3/4 of the states, which that could happen because majority of the states they can go after to look for those votes are always going to be, they're going to be Republican states. That was the whole purpose of getting all the southern states Republican.
Stacking the deck.
And white.
Stacking the deck.
Now.
Yes, exactly.
Let's talk about how this translates into what Nat was saying and what we've been saying. We're going to pick up where we left off on the last show. Right? We're going to
the
talk
cliffhanger. So you say
about
cliffhanger.
What we talked about was the gerrymandering. And what
and how they violated
do?
How they violated the charter.
How they violated the charter. Even more, why they violated the charter. Now we're getting
So
why
before you
did
start,
they do
I
it?
did have a question about the Voting Rights Act. So since it's an act, how do we get it to be an amendment?
He just told you that.
I was
It's
driving.
gonna take Okay,
So
okay.
I was driving. Thank you.
Okay, so Pumpkin, this is what happened. Excuse me. Because Congress already had the power to pass it as a federal law under the Constitution, especially on the enforcement powers of the 15th and 14th Amendment. 14th Amendment says that equal protection under the law, right? The 15th Amendment says race-based voting protections. So the only way that they can change it, and they've tried it, is through a 2/3 vote of approval from both houses. This is the whole purpose of getting rid of our Democrats and our Blacks. Okay. And they have to have a 2/3 approval in both houses of Congress and a ratification by a 3/4 votes of the states. So if you're making all the states Republican, that's a give me. That's why it's so they have to get rid of all the Democrats, Blacks and Democrats. But they actually they're still violating the Constitution, the 15th Amendment. This is what they want to get rid of. See, if they get the 2/3 and the ratification with the 3/4, they can get rid of 14 and 15.
So let me tell you how bumbling idiots operate.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Idiots tried to make rules and make it more difficult for voters to participate. This is Louisiana, right? This is your boy Connolly, I think. Yeah, Cassidy. It's Cassidy, right? Bill Cassidy. Ain't that Jock Homeboy?
I don't know. I don't know all of that.
Yeah, I think that's Jock's homeboy, right? So they're having issues now with this closed primary system, right? Let me talk about the problems that they're having with this closed primary, and then we'll move on. Senator Cassidy says no party voters are calling his office to say that they tried to vote for him, but they could not because they were confused by new election rules implemented by Governor Landry. Says the closed primary system has disenfranchised people from making a decision as to who represents them in the Senate. It's a terrible system for this election. They're shooting themselves in the foot. They're so busy trying to screw us over that they screwed themselves over. And just like in Texas, when they were trying to gerrymander Texas, yes, Texas got those seats. Yeah, they got them. They got those 6 seats, but they lost 5 or 12. They lost more seats than they gained. It was a wash. Matter of fact, they lost. So at the end of the day, no matter what happens, they're going to end up in a checkmate. And I understand, because this is what a democracy looks like. When the people show the people that are in power who really has the power, it all comes to all right. I might be saying too much, but let's go over here.
I keep it simple. We're redistricting all around the freaking United States every time we get a chance to matter redistricting and pulling power from the people. I get approached in stores saying, I don't see you no more. You don't represent me. Because, ma'am, I don't represent you because the district maps move. And I was brand new, didn't know the law and none of this stuff like that, but I knew it was wrong. It was wrong. And we're going to change them back to the way it was when I first got elected. That's only the right thing to do. I don't know all this lawyer jargon and stuff like that. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a simple country boy from down Cheney. That's all I am. All I'm ever going to be. But we're going to get these maps back, boy. So when I knock on these people's doors again, they know who I am. So a lot of people think I deserted them, which I didn't have not. That's a whole bunch of people. I think it was 800 people. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but that's a lot of people. And so, so let's do what's right. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's do what's right. And I'm willing to do what's right.
A broken clock, speaking of what's right, a broken clock is right twice a day. Unless it's got the AM PM thing on the side, then it's just wrong. It's only right once a day.
Right tonight.
Thank you, Councilman Johnson. I put this item back on the agenda because it was a wrong, and I wanted to make it a right. As Mr. Johnson said, I walked through the neighborhood that he once had, and no one knew who I was. But I accept those people. I let them know that I don't have a problem, and I didn't have a problem representing them. Because because I have a district, I feel in my heart, I represent the whole city of Alexandria, not just District 3. I care about everybody in the city of Alexandria. But this ordinance was unanimously voted on. We had a public meeting, no objections were said. Everybody voted on it unanimously. So clearly they felt that this ordinance was fine. And later we came back and it wasn't fine. Well, nobody couldn't explain to me why, except that Mrs. Felter's house was moved from her District 4 into my District 3. And I pondered on that, and I pondered on it for a year because I knew I couldn't do nothing the other years. But I knew that I could do something this year. We can't go around changing things to benefit us. We can't keep going and doing things and not think about the whole bigger picture. It's more to that. We have to understand that the city of Alexandria have to work together as one. We can't keep changing because we don't like this, or changing because we don't like that, or changing because I'm not in the district that I want to be in. Well, I love the city of Alexandria. I love District 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. When I represent District 3, I think about all the other districts, not just District 3. And that's how all of us should think.
What was that thing Mama used to say? You know, when they get elected, while they're running, they all for you. And then when they get elected, all of a sudden they for everybody. Yeah.
Constituents, like Mr. Johnson said, they questioned, am I still in your district? They were confused. For so many years, this is what they knew, and this is where they voted. And to me, it's not about a vote. It's about doing what is right. To make a wrong and changing that district was a wrong. And I put it on the agenda to make it a right. So do we have any discussions? All in favor? Any opposed?
Roll call.
Roll call.
No, he came in strong with that one. He leaned into the microphone. Roll call. Roll call. Yeah.
Mr. Lorverdane?
Yes.
Ms. Terry?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson?
Yes.
Ms. Felter? No. Mr. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Fowler?
No.
Mr. Ballard?
No.
Madam President, you have 3 noes and 4 yeses. The motion passes.
Okay.
Now, what you just witnessed was them ungerrymandering the gerrymander. Right? All right. So
They didn't ungerrymander it.
they did.
Oh, on that one they
Yes,
did.
on
That's
that one
right.
they
That's
did.
right. You're right. You're right.
So let's fast forward.
C, it is now Malcolm Larvadan.
Hold on.
What this does is our firemen right now have one set of EMS credentials. Yeah.
Ms. Felter? Mr. Green?
Present.
Mr. Fowler?
I'm here.
Mr. Ballard?
Here.
Mr. Lorverdane?
Here.
Ms. Terry, Madam President, you have 4.
Okay. Approval of the minutes taken from our regular meeting. Need a motion and a second.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments. What section of the written minutes would you like to make a comment on? If it's not in the written minutes, there will not be any discussion or comments, only on the minutes. If you have any questions pertaining to any items on the agenda, please contact the administration before or after the meeting. So we have a discussion. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
F, to receive and consider the mayor's veto message regarding ordinance number 129, 2025. Madam President and the members of the council, I received the veto ordinance number 129, 2025, and the mayor's attached veto message on Wednesday, December the 10th, 2025 at 3 p.m. and forwarded a copy to each council member on December the 10th, 2025 at 3:19 p.m. Per the charter in section 2-15C, I am submitting the veto ordinance and the veto message from the mayor to the city council at this time. A copy of the ordinance and the message is in your council book. And at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Attorney Treyes, which will explain the procedures and the protocol.
Madam President, ladies and gentlemen of council, under your charter provision, section 2-15C, it is now the appropriate time to consider any motion in response to the veto. should the council vote to readopt the ordinance 129, 2025, by an affirmative vote of 2/3 of all of its members, the ordinance will become law, irrespective of the veto. If nothing is moved, then the veto will continue.
We have a motion.
Madam President, Attorney Gist, Attorney Goins, I make a motion to override the veto with a roll call vote.
Second. Motion by Councilman Green, second by Councilman Lawberdane to override the veto. Discussion.
The whole public comments.
Public comments. Okay.
Huh?
3 minutes.
So what you're witnessing is when they ungerrymandered the gerrymandered map, the guy that we've been talking about this evening, Jock Roy, vetoed the ungerrymandered version and moved it back to the gerrymandered version. You're asking yourself, well, 10, you're such a troublemaker. We don't get what you're saying. If he would have left the map the way it was ungerrymandered, all of this reignite shit, majority of it would have been in District 2 and not District 4. But the only way he could get all that mall area in the reignite is to gerrymander the rest of the districts so it could be in District 4. He was never going to put that kind of money in any predominantly black area. That's the point I've been trying to make this whole evening. I'm showing you what it looks like when you're being played with, when we should have been ready to recall Jock at this point. But you don't have to recall Jock because you can't. You can't, because this was December and this was less than 18 months out, right? And plus, he had already, the same person that's going up there to talk, which I'm going to fast forward through that shit. Hold on. All right. And guess who mysteriously isn't there, guys? Guess who's not there? The mayor, the guy with the gerrymander. Hold on. There we go.
Mr. J. Scott.
Hello, everybody. I just want to hope that we try to be fair again when it comes to this map situation. Last time we spoke on it, it's about the community. It's never about elected officials being elected to the seats. Today, we're up against another situation with a veto, which that's the mayor's decision. We know why he's doing it. Also, that I came last time to speak about an issue with the council, with them. I can say the movie I had 2 weeks ago with the mayor. The show. Ms. Lizzie Felton, you lied on me. You lied on me and actually not to tell the truth. And you lied for your seat. But I won't lie on you. We're gonna make sure that we put you out this seat. Make sure we get you out. Because you're not doing what's right. When you lie on me, you gotta pay for it.
Oh, my Lord.
Mr. White.
And I don't know if y'all don't know that that is the exact energy that you need to overcome these obstacles. If you are not willing to get engaged and give back what they gave to you, it's for naught.
Thank you, Madam President.
My name is Mr. Cornelius Lawson White Jr. I live at 3638 10th Street in Alexandria, Louisiana, 71302. My phone number is area code 318-446-6934. I take calls 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Text me anything you want to do so you can get a hold of me. Madam President and the council, I wish the mayor had vetoed this. I would like to have known, not vetoed it, but I wish he had let it pass so it wouldn't take a 5-2 vote. I wish the mayor would have listened to the citizens. I was the only one here to speak, but others wanted to speak, but it was too late. But I don't know if we've ever done this before or anything like that, because I think when the Area Planning Commission puts things together, I don't think that they look at the districts and try to make, they try to be fair and honest with the districts. Like I said, I don't know about you lying, Lizzie, or anything like that. The only thing I didn't like you saying was that you said the map was done by Catherine Davidson and Gerber Baby Porter. And the map was done by the Planning Commission.
Why he called that grown man name?
Because he's a Republican. Don't ever forget that.
Yeah.
Cornelius White is a Republican.
He's a Republican.
And he's a Republican. He's a Republican. Point blank, full stop.
But he don't do nobody else like that. I've never heard him make a nickname for nobody else.
Because Republicans don't like intellectual black men, period. They like their black men stereotyped, pause. But they like to look upon other black men if they don't agree with them. It's just like white racists, right? When white racists come across a non-racist white person, they get mad at them. Why aren't you being racist? What's wrong with you? You're not taking full advantage of being white, man. Call them an N-word.
Why are you being nice to these coloreds?
Yeah, man, what's going on? So he adopts that state of mind, and that's why.
So you're saying that I'm lying or the Planning Commission's lying? The map was done by the Planning Commission.
Well, and then that's the other thing, right? 9 times out of 10, they don't have a fucking clue what they're talking about. But, right? The Rapides Parish Planning Commission, they did the map.
I was not on the council at that time.
Okay, but that's fine. Well, they did the map. It wasn't Gerber Baby Porter. It wasn't Catherine Davidson. And, that's why people get upset. And that's why, you'll probably get a challenge. Jim Millard will probably get a challenge. But like I said, I appreciate you, Madam President. You haven't beat me down or anything. And I know Jim Millard's following whatever the mayor tells him to do.
Mr. White.
But look, I got to say this because we're going to have our 250th anniversary. That's what the Constitution, all of this stuff is about. You're wrong to attack that young lady right there. I'm just saying that because we're all citizens. And
I don't care about what he's saying. I care about the fact that he can say it, right? You should be able to say it no matter, because things can be fact checked. That's the beauty of it, right? You can say whatever you want to out in public. It's upon you to know what you're talking about.
The thing is, they be sitting there with them goddamn computers and don't be looking up a damn thing. They just be sitting there being placeholders.
They over there talking. No, they're reporting back to Jock, talking about who's in the room.
Yep, they must all be on Teams message, huh?
Yeah, they all probably. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing.
I like you, go,
Mr. White.
I'm just saying that, Miss.
But you have to.
What up, brother Tyreek?
Got time.
But you have to talk about what's on the redistricting.
Well, I'm saying on the redistricting.
Come on now.
But you don't need to attack the citizens. That's what brings problems when you attack the citizens. You're not attacking me, but I'm just saying that's what brings the problems to these city councils. And people are too scared to speak out. See, time has run out. God bless you and God bless America.
And to be honest with you, they did eat up that nigga last 30, 45 seconds though.
But they didn't want to say anything else. And that God bless America is really a kind of a insult. Whenever you hear somebody say it like that, it's an insult. It's not nothing to say, oh, make him, and then to Republicans with this fake Christian crap makes me so sick. Okay. How can you just called Mr. Porter out of his name first and foremost, then you're going to holler, God bless you. Get out of here.
That is the quintessential.
I hate stuff like that.
That's
is the
exactly
hallmark.
how they are. That's exactly
the hallmark.
right.
That's the hallmark. They have to disrespect somebody that's different from them. And I'm not saying, because I can see where it could be a little conflicting, because I say shit about him, right? But I don't do it at a podium. And if I'm
Where it's
doing
recorded and stuff,
it's
like
literally on my own platform.
you try to demasculate a grown man. That's weird to me.
That's right.
A
That's
black
right. That
man
is a form of
at that.
demasculation. Yeah.
That's the end result of somebody being intimidated by someone else. Right. And there's a lot of these coons that are clearly intimidated by Mr. Porter. You would have thought that he was the mayor before. You would have thought that Mr. Porter was running the city with his
They
finger
bringing
in
this
his
man's
pocket.
name up. Like, do y'all miss him or something?
Well, Mr. Porter, it was Mr. Porter's map. And the reason why I can talk shit is because I helped him with that map. I can talk buku shit because we went to the same classes together with Power Coalition. We know about Dave's redistricting tool, and nobody knows about that. It's not a lot of people in Alexandria that do. I guarantee you that. So, yeah, Cornelius is wrong. Clearly, point blank period. He's flat out wrong. But like I said, you can say things, but don't be surprised if people debunk or rebut or refute or, I don't mind that he said it. That's just a God-given American right. But he should be more upset about the fact that, A, you got your ass whooped. And B, when you got your ass whooped, you were wrong. You got your ass whooped over the wrong information. Or I can say it like this. When they beat your ass down in that city court, when they beat you the fuck up in there, you were wrong about what you were saying. What you were saying was not factual. So it's a wash to me. It's 6-7 to me. That's what it is to me.
Mr. Richard Hart.
How y'all doing today?
Fine, thank you.
Right. I just came to ask if I'm looking at the council, and it came to a 4-3 vote on the decision, and we have 2 councilmen at large, and one councilman at large voted yes, one council member at large voted no, and they represent the whole entire city. So I would like to find out where the divide came from those 2 particular council members as to why they saw things differently when they represent the whole city. And so I'm asking for a letter of dissent. That is something that is normally done. I know Supreme Court and different courts do that whenever there is a difference or there is.
He never got that, by the way, folks. He come there asking for something that he never got.
It's a conflict or some type of questioning as to why one person voted one way and the other person voted another way. So we can get that and possibly get those 2 council members to sit down and talk about the why they had made the decision that they made, so that we can get a better understanding. If we get a letter, we can all get a better understanding as to why there was a difference between 2 council members that represent the same area. Thank you.
I think somebody in the back said, wait on it.
Any more discussion?
I don't want to say nothing, but that's probably Miss Linda Bell.
I think the issue that's been overlooked is the fact that we're not growing as a city.
Right.
And in 2010, our population was 47,000. In 2020, our population is 45,000. And in 2030, it's estimated it will be 43,000. And we're going to be going through these boundary gymnastics in a few more years if we don't find a way to grow the city. And I just have a discussion with my council members for 2 and 3. Have there been any discussions with the administration on how to grow the populations in your districts? Because that's very, very important. I'm pushing for affordable housing that affects 1, 2, and 3. And, we tear down homes, but we have no plans to build anything. And we do, victory laps that a house has been demolished. But we need to really take some serious steps as a city to see what can we do to get more people to move here, because in 4 more years, we could easily have the same situation where the lines need to go one place and politics are going to play it going another place. So as a council, as a city, we need to make some serious decisions and really come together for the betterment of the citizens. I mean, crime is an issue, and it's just disappointing that we're just not growing. So that's all I want to say. Yeah.
Well, well, I echo what you said, Malcolm. One thing is this divide. When you could look at Channel 4 from anywhere and see how divided the city is, you make a decision whether you want to bring your people here or not. I moved 11 times in the military.
Here we go.
Up in your kids, your wife, your family.
Can you skip that, please?
And I see exactly. I would not want to come here because I look at the education.
We don't give a damn
look
about
at the
the
crime rate, and
that shit out of here.
Y'all so mean. Shit. Damn. All right. So, what we have here is a failure to communicate. No, I'm just saying. So this is the December 16th packet, right? And the reason I'm pulling this up is because his letter is supposed to be in here. The letter of to receive and consider the mayor's veto message. That's item F, right? It's supposed to be in this packet. So I'm scrolling. Let me zoom in a little bit more. All right. Oh no, it's supposed to be further down.
All the way down, probably.
Damn.
Damn. They be hiding stuff. They don't want you to find it.
There it goes. Jesus. That's at 150 and it's still small.
Yeah. You just gonna have to read it.
Can y'all see it?
Not word for word, but
All right, hold on. Let me see if I can take us off the screen. All right. This message, he says, voting is a fundamental right. This message focuses less on right versus wrong and more on the importance of facts over opinions. Ordinance 129/2025 is not about fairness or legitimate legal challenges. Rather, it reflects the city council's apparent attempt to arrogate unto itself the people's power to elect their own representative. The city council's actions, including substituting councilors' judgment for that of the voters and remaining silent during clearly contrived public confusion, amounted to more political theater, the fictional kind, than genuine mapping oversight. There was no evidence of equal protection or voting rights violation, racial or other discrimination, nor charter breaches, and at times, while claims supporting the ordinance lacked any factual grounding, when, as here, the question is one involving a political dispute versus an actual legal dispute, heightened scrutiny of the history and motives is necessary to ensure fairness in all. I did that. It was revealing. Does this sound familiar? Does this not sound just like the last veto message we just got, where he attributes people saying what they are God-given or allowed to say, constitutionally allowed to say, and what those city council people are up there by the people allowed to do? You have a fundamental issue with it, and you call it theater, and you give it all kind of names, and you think that we're all just acting. And I don't know if you guys, I didn't connect the dots properly enough. This show was about Jock Roy and the people like him. So when you're waiting in line to sign the recall notification for Merrill and Landry, do not let November touch your ass and you did not go out and vote to remove Jock Roy.
Wait, don't
Every
let what
time
touch
you
your
done
ass?
got up there to say something, he's called it theater, it's theatrics, you know, these people are lying, and there's just, it's a political agenda, all this other shit. Right? You've been
We wouldn't be
discounted.
coming to the meetings if it wasn't political, fool.
The meeting, the
hell is you talking
the
about?
entire system is political.
Yeah.
We're up there to
You
discuss.
spending our money is political.
It's
wanna
we're
go with
in a
you.
place. It's called City Hall. It's political.
Thank you. The hell? Hell is he talking about?
He takes these stances against y'all, against the people that speak out, against me. He's like against Miss Shamir, against Miss
People that's
Linda
not
Bell.
afraid of him. Plain and simple. People he can't buy.
According to the Alexandria Home Rule Charter, the city's government is divided between an elected council and a mayor with a clear separation of powers and duties. The mayor is required to ensure all laws are faithfully executed. In short, I have to follow the law and ensure all other city officers do as well. The mayor shall be the chief executive officer of the city. All executive administrative authority shall be exercised by and through the mayor, except as forth in this charter, section 3-1. All divisions, departments, offices, and agencies shall be under the direction and supervision of the mayor, section 4-01A. The mayor shall direct and supervise the administration of all division, department, offices, agencies, and the city, except otherwise provided by this charter by law. And he shall see that all laws and provisions of this charter of the council are subject to enforcement by him or by officers subject to his direction and supervision are faithfully executed, right? In the absence of equal protection, discriminatory practices or charter issues, decision falls under the category of what actually motivated the city council majority to exact an instrument that truly redefines what a district is, i.e. the essence of the community of interest, or erasure or ensuring minimal disruption to such areas having common social, cultural, historical, or economic interest, having disposed of the constitutional questions because no evidence was presented after ample opportunity, we turn to the Home Rule Charter questions. Now, the reason that he said that he vetoed it is because common social, cultural, historical, or economic interest. Economic interest. Economic interest. Oh, you're saying that you drew the lines so that you could get money to go to one district.
Oh, wow. Wait. What? Did
It
he?
was there all along.
Yeah. He just basically said he did that so
Because he wasn't
that
going to put no money
reignite.
in you niggas' hands.
No, so yeah, so that reignite can happen.
He was telling you ahead of time, right? Now, let's look at the Voting Rights Act. Let's examine that for a second. Because I'm not sure if the Voting Rights Act even mentions economic interest. Let me go ahead and do it like this. That way, what I'll do is I'll economic interest. The Voting Rights Act functions as a critical piece of economic infrastructure by directly translating political voice into financial leverage. By dismantling disenfranchisement, the VRA has historically narrowed racial wage gaps, improved public sector employment for marginalized workers, and driven the redistribution of government resources to underinvested communities. Wage convergence. The economic studies show that the VRA was responsible for about 1/5 of the total narrowing of the black to white wage gap between 1950 and 1980, significantly increasing earnings for black workers. Now, where in Reignite did they say that they were going to increase anything economic wise for any black community? Matter of fact, Reignite isn't even in black communities. Reignite doesn't touch black communities. It used to before they gerrymandered it. But they had to gerrymander it in order, I don't understand. It's almost as if the mall was in District 2, Reignite wouldn't have happened. And can I also say this, right? The gerrymandered map that they're using is in favor of District 4. So let's talk a little bit about those people who live in District 4. So your mayor lives in District 4.
Me.
Shamir lives in District 4. Lizzie lives in District 4. But more importantly, the mayor lives in District 4. So he has a personal vested interest in making sure that District 4 includes things that it previously didn't, things that he wanted in his district, like the mall, like Walmart, like the movie theater, like the bowling alley. All these, the zoo, the golf course, Cabrini, the sex shop, the daiquiri shop next door, the dog park. I'm talking, listen, I'm not just saying things in a sequence. I'm telling you that if you look at it, all of the things that he's saying that they're trying to bring to Alexandria to attract people, this corridor, quote unquote, it's all in his district. It's all to benefit him. It personally benefits him because he's the one going out and seeking these investments in businesses and all this other bullshit. So the reason why he gerrymandered District 4 or he gerrymandered the rest of the city is because he did not want the mall in District 2. We thought it was about Lizzie. Lizzie was just a dumb scapegoat, right? She took all the brunt of it, but the goal, we didn't realize at that time, was to ensure that the mall area, that the Reignite corridor was totally and completely in District 4. Bottom line.
It ain't nobody asking themselves why now.
Well, why now? Because without Reignite, he wouldn't have anything to deflect to when you asked him about brown water. When you ask him about the high utilities, he's going to deflect. He's not going, listen, while he's campaigning, he's not going to answer those questions. He's only going to talk about Reignite. Because that's what he's been setting you up for. I don't know how many times we don't watch him. I think we need to talk about the good things about the city. No. Because the good things in the city ain't happening to everybody in the city. It's not benefiting the whole city. There's people in the city that bad things are happening to, that they're in bad environments that you created. So you can't get mad at people for talking about where they're at. That's the long and short of it. You know what? It was a lot. In no way does any common reading under the rules of statutory construction indicate this may occur only once. As Jay Goins, city attorney, properly explained, rather it sets forth a minimum requirement of at least the one required time it shall occur. And even if that construction is wrong, what no one seems to grasp was the city council failed to adopt an ordinance of any semblance complying with the provisions on time. So it is moot. 2 councilors qualified and ran under the 2011 district, and it was only after their qualifications under existing boundaries did a former duo of councilors exact a map carving the qualifiers out, with the central one at issue here, Ms. Spelter's district, involving supported claims by her purposeful political retaliation. Her purposeful political retaliation.
You guys, this was a fix that we didn't pay attention to. This was a fix. And you really brought it all together when we think about that money that's getting ready to go, that's getting ready to get put in District
$80
4.
million is going straight to District 4.
Yep. In his district. And he's running for mayor. Wow. Yeah, that's deep. That's deep.
The politics are well documented by this more complete record and the common knowledge of those holding local office, and those politics, I note, are quite permitted in this case regarding a former council's attempt to legacy control her former district, help install the next seat holder, exact revenge for a friend who purposefully fomented frivolous litigation to unseat Ms. Spelter, all the while maintaining a hidden hand. The base, even rank motivations of others compels their gambit be stopped. Y'all can play if y'all want to. And everybody might not agree with that, but I do agree with them with this.
I agree
Y'all
with
can
that.
play around if y'all want to, and let November touch y'all ass cheeks, and y'all don't get up there and vote Jock out.
Nat made a point. Like, we all got Nat's point. We got Nat point. Nat is passionate about
We
the
know
things
what
that
he
he
was saying.
says.
We're
Yeah,
not
we know
disagreeing
exactly
with
what
him.
he was saying.
Listen, I'm only repeating after him because he's saying
Yeah.
everybody not going to agree.
Oh, Nat, hush.
Yeah,
But
he already know.
here's the deal. Don't let the sun go down on your ass in Alexandria and you ain't got up there and voted Jock out.
Not sundown.
It's a sundown town.
Not
a sundown town.
Not sundown.
But you know what, Tavares, I get that it's a free speech Friday, and we don't want anybody to get offended by what we're saying. And no one is trying to put anybody down. You guys have been listening to us for a long time now, and we've been talking this way.
And sometimes black people don't know you gotta talk to them like that. You understand? Like,
Sometimes.
we hard on the outside. We not soft.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta talk to them like that so they can understand. You gotta be stern with them. Like, you gotta do this or don't complain. Plain and
Yeah.
simple. You know.
Daniel Patrick
So yeah, that's all
Moynihan
that is.
admonished, while we are entitled to our own opinions, we are
nobody
not
cares.
entitled to our own facts. The awesome power held solely by the people to elect their candidate of choice must be safeguarded by the city council, not twisted into a false narrative spun from whole cloth right before our eyes while we were told you are not seeing this. Trust us, not your lying eyes and ears. Ironically, the city council seeks to decide who should serve with them, not by election, but by legislative fiat, substituting their judgment for the people's. How many times, and this is for you, Cynthia, how many times you gonna let Jock piss in your shoes and make you walk in them? How many times you gonna give him your shoes? How many
It's like,
times you
but
gonna give
Cynthia
him your
started
shoes?
off strong. It's like she started off strong, and then it's like she got weaker and weaker by the year because I feel like they trying to influence, well, Roy's
No,
influencing her. Whatever may be going
they
on the
wore
back
her down.
end. She started off good, when she did her first term, and then this is her second term. This time, she not doing too good. She not holding home. She not supporting her community, and that's just real. Like, everybody up there is gonna get told what they not doing. Like, nobody's perfect, but when you vote on things that leaves the community in a bind, then yeah, you gonna get told, and you have to get told. You're an elected official, Everything ain't gonna be peaches and cream. I expect the same if I ever were to run for president of the United States. You feel me? Like, I expect to be crucified. You know what I'm saying? If you voting wrong, like, you can always seek counsel.
Ms.
Seek
Bell said, no,
counsel.
that's
Ask
on her head and
questions.
calling it rain. You know, how many times she gonna let Jock spit in her face? Every time she disagrees with him, he puts her right back in line.
I just don't see what the hell is it to be afraid of.
Nothing.
I really don't. He ain't nothing but a man. Okay? He ain't nothing but
And a
he's
weak
nothing but a
one at
human
that.
being.
And a weak one at that.
A
Every
weak
time he
wrinkle,
sends
a
out
weak
these
wrinkle
vetoes,
one.
when they're going to do these vetoes, right? He never shows up.
Yeah, he like to throw a rock and hide his hands. He's that type of person. Like, y'all don't want that kind of person as a leader who can't accept criticism. We gotta work regular jobs and get constructive criticism. And you tell me the mayor that's been there 16 years can't take criticism?
Because he's infallible.
We don't need
He
nobody
can't
like
be.
that. You don't need nobody that can't be taught. Everybody can be taught.
He's been doing
Everybody,
this.
even the president of the United States, everybody can be taught.
He was handed the reins by Deborah,
Yeah.
right?
Got
Yes,
you.
because when Randolph died, he kicked the
Yeah.
bucket. Deborah was running the city for them last couple years.
Yeah. That's
And
what I heard.
so when it was time for somebody to rise up in the power, the young Republican Jock switched parties and started running Alexandria with an iron fist, with a soft iron fist. Right? He got y'all wrapped up in MISO, turned around, got y'all wrapped up with this DG Hunter Bayou Cove bullshit, turned around and did so many things over those 16 years that we're still unpacking. Ran y'all up into 40 years worth of debt, put y'all, not bonds, because what comes along, what's the short term of bonds? Bondage. Put y'all in bondage for the next 40 years. Matter of fact, he's looking to put y'all into more bondage. Matter of fact, he applied to put y'all in more bondage, but he did it wrong. He illegally went behind the city council's back and applied for bonds before the city council even approved the idea of even getting bonds. Don't let the sun go down on your ass in Alexandria without casting a vote against Jock Roy. And I'm not saying pick no anybody. Vet the candidate. You know we're going to do the work. We're going to do it. We'll be here with you. Rain, sleet, snow, whether we are at odds at the moment or whether we agreeing, whether we just discussing it, whatever. We're going to be here to do that. And we praying for somebody to come through and do it. Whether or not people understand this about us, there's no way we could be this invested in Alexandria and the people of Alexandria at this rate for this long and not actually care. We care. We wouldn't be this angry. We wouldn't be we wouldn't be doing this at all if we did not care. We wouldn't be trying to motivate. We wouldn't be trying to educate. We wouldn't be trying to do any of this if it was for nothing. There'd be no Sinlow Housing Alliance. There'd be none of the shit that we put in. None of the work we put in did it ever affect us. We lived in Pineville. We live in Pineville. Some of us live in other places. Some of us live in Boise. Some of us live in Miami. And we're still doing the work.
And some of us live in Alaska.
No, I'm not counting that nigga. I'm not counting that nigga. But even still, we're dedicated. And we want y'all to be dedicated. And we want y'all to be motivated. And it's gonna hurt sometimes. Because it hurts every time we think about what they did to Mr. Fuller or how they treated Mr. Porter or how Jack, Stephen, Clarence, All these people did us and Mr. Porter and Mr. Fuller and Malcolm and Jules. Where are they now? Tell me where they're at right now.
They coming.
Where they been? Exactly. So be encouraged. Friday, Free Speech Friday, we did this. I played a lot of clips because I want y'all to understand that there's a mirror in social media and old media that it's mirroring what's happening to us right now. Right? Let me play this. Let me show y'all what I'm saying. Right? And y'all wondering why, and I let this clip play all the way through. I'm gonna run it one more time. Not all the way through. But these people, listen,
a Missouri woman is apologizing after her racist rant on camera got her in trouble with her employer. She lost her job, and now all of a sudden she's not a huge fan of the KKK anymore. But she definitely was in the video that went viral earlier this week. Take a look.
He said, I will teach my grandkids to hate you all. You think she's the only one? You think that's the only place that it's here? It's here. They're doing it to you now. Here. Lizzie did it to you. Jock is doing it to you. He's telling you, I'm not going to be able to succeed this city, including you black folks. I can't include you black folks. That's why Johnny Downs is in District 1 that they had to draw in. Because they needed an excuse to keep spending money, and it's a scapegoat to say that we're putting money in District 1. We're just not telling you it's way on the other fucking side of town. Right? He's telling you that Cheatham Park is not getting fixed till 2030. He's telling you every time you step into that podium at that city council meeting that you're just there to act. You're there to political theater. You're not saying anything of substance.
Yeah, you might even have a whole page dedicated to it.
I want a page dedicated to telling us the real reason why the mall couldn't stay in District 2. You didn't write that in your little dissenting ass letter there, jackass. Tell us why the mall couldn't stay in District 2. Because Lizzie don't live by the mall. Do she? I don't know. But the mall and Lizzie ain't got shit in common. This wasn't about Lizzie. This was about all that property you were trying to scoop into District 4 like Harry Silver did. You went back to the Harry Silver map when Harry Silver tricked Roosevelt out of that section of District 2. Yeah, I don't even think he tricked him. I just think he treated a nigga like a nigga. I'm sorry. So when Jock starts to realize that you're becoming more educated on the charter, on the processes, when he finds out you're an intelligent black person, let me show you.
Kept going around.
It is against the law for any Negro slave to read or write. Are you on a line? This is what you learn. Joe, get a bucket of water, some rags, grease, and bind him up.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry, you'll heal. Pony, old man. So will Dealey here. You and Dealey gonna make me some good strong chillin' to pick my cotton. Now you'll be fine now that you learn your lesson. You learn your lesson, boy? Boy, I'm talking to you. Boy! Yes, what? Yes, sir. I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson now. All right, get along now. Got to get ready for work tomorrow. The next year's crop. Oh, yes. I learned my lesson now. I learned my lesson. Ain't no bottom to the lesson I learned. No bottom at all. No! No bottom at all. My lesson ain't got no bottom to it. It stands on its own 2 feet. That's A. This is B. Remind me of my wife. Yes, I'll be looking for her again soon. What the? This is B, Joe. This is B. Osweiler, you best come here. Now C. C got his mouth open like he got something important to say. That's C. What you think you doing, boy? You teaching? You trying to teach these people? Who here you think can learn? Who here you think can learn? Give me my gun, boy.
Joe, take what's left of this man down the crossroads. Sell him to the first slave trader comes along. Tell him that he lost control of a team. Plow went over his hand. Now! I want him off my land now!
Your land?
You, Daddy. You get up to the house. I will take care of this.
They didn't want them reading. Why do you think Jock acts the way he acts? He gets so fucking indignant when y'all come up there. He turns his face up. He gets Jonathan Goins to research who you are. When you
But
come up there
answer
with
this
your
though.
shit together.
So how come we can't go up there and be intelligent black people, but don't he got intelligent black people sitting next to him? They got credentials.
No, that's it. That's the ceiling. That's as high as it goes for him. He's not. No, them the only two niggas that I allow to read around me. The rest of y'all ain't got no business reading.
You stupid, Tavares.
Y'all just don't, man.
I'm
They
proud of
want
you.
this is you think that I'm making illusions, but I'm not. It's so apparent. When you become educated on what's happening, you become the biggest threat of all. And Jock knows that we've become completely educated by using that charter, by listening to what he says, and by dissecting these little veto notes and pointing out how racist he actually is. You turn
He must
it
have forgot that it's a few of us
political.
out here that actually will read documentation.
You ain't got no business reading. You see what they used to do to niggas that read? He chopped off his thumb and his pointer finger.
Yeah, they used to kill him. Yeah, sure.
And this is mild. This is tame because slavery was far more brutal. But what's Alexandria's main tourism export?
Plantations.
Mm-hmm. So it's supposed to be retail? What's the? I don't know.
The
Huh?
Kent House.
Oh.
Yeah. The Kent House. Frogmore. That's not in Alexandria, but it's close enough. Oh, I want to end on a happy note because that made me kind of sad. Not gonna lie. I did. Let me see here. So on a happier note, guys, guess what news we got today? We got some really good news. Not only did we find out more about the recall, hold on. Not only did we find out more about the recall, we found out today that yet another plantation is burned down. Yay!
Where's that one at?
Oh, man. Hold on. Okay, that's enough.
Where's that at?
This is Nottoway. They claim that the Iberville Parish president told firefighters to stand down as the mansion burned. And they're suing.
But Tavares, that's not a new one. That's not new.
Oh, I know. I just didn't know it had burned down.
Yeah, Tavares, that's old news. That was last year
That,
or
but
beginning
now-
of this year.
No. Now the Nottoway plantation owners are suing Iberville Parish because they're saying that the parish president told the people to stand down and it was unrepairable and not worth saving. So now they're lawsuiting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
suing. Poor
Okay.
baby. Somebody said if this had only been a ballroom, this could have been avoided. Well, somebody said they do that when sending the firefighters in will be an unreasonable danger to their lives, aka a tinderbox. Wood flooring, designed convection air currently on fire. Right. I mean, who's that upset about a damn plantation burning? Nobody. I'm not. Your connection was interrupted. Oh. Nottoway owners claim Iberville Parish president. Come on. So nearly a year after Nottoway plantation burned to the ground, its owners filed a lawsuit against the Iberville Parish government, Parish President Chris Daigle of the city of Plaquemine, claiming all three acted in a gross negligent manner that contributed to the complete destruction of the major attraction. Nottoway Plantation Resort filed the petition for damages on Thursday, asking for the compensation of all reasonable damages. Its owner, Dan Dias, could not be immediately reached for comment. Nottoway Plantation was destroyed in a fire on May 15th, 2025. The blaze started at around 2 p.m. in the mansion's south wing before completely engulfing it by nightfall. At some point after firefighters arrived at the scene, the suit claims the Plaquemine Fire Department assumed the lead. At around 3:30 p.m., sources on the scene reported the fire had been contained in the boys' wing of the mansion. Water had extinguished the fire on the floor, drapes, and furniture, according to the lawsuit. The fire was in a position to be completely put out. But it was a false horizon. The mansion was built using a 19th century technique called balloon framing, where the wall studs run vertically in a single piece from the foundation up to the roof. In a known issue for firefighters, the suit said the spaces between those studs hadn't been fully extinguished. The suit alleges and the Plaquemine Fire Department should have known to send hose lines to the attic or the highest point of the structure to douse it from above and prevent the fire from spreading. They want reparations for their plantation burning down. There will be no reparations for you. None. I hope. But yeah, that's how we end the show on a light note. Plantation burnt down and now they're crying about it. Cry me a river.
Nat has that educational tour trip as well.
When is that? That's next month, ain't it? That's this month.
No, it's this month. You can
When
look at
is
the
it?
flyer on his page or my page.
Okay. Let me pull that up.
Yeah.
All right.
Last call. Last call.
Oh, why is KT?
Sure. I had reposted it, but you're gonna have to slide, scroll down some.
Don't forget tomorrow, y'all.
Yeah, tomorrow's the last day for. Yeah, go ahead, tomorrow.
Tomorrow you have to get out there and vote. If you ain't do the early voting, get out there and vote tomorrow. Do not let the sun set on your ass in Alexandria tomorrow if you didn't get out there and vote no on all 5 amendments.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Curtis, I didn't forget you. Curtis. I'm just not. I just don't have the energy to expel calling you a coon this evening. I really don't. So we see you. We see what your role is as the chief, whatever the fuck he gave you for Reignite. Reignite is a dumbass idea. I don't care who disagrees with me. Because Reignite came at the cost of gerrymandering districts 1, 2, and 3. So for me, it's an automatic no.
It's a wasteful idea. It's an
And it's a
extremely
wasteful
wasteful
idea.
idea.
It's a
With the
vanity.
issues that we have. So whenever I ask anyone this question, or when it deals with Reignite, I'll ask them, okay, well, what about our brown water? What about our electricity? Our fuel charges? What
But
about
see, the thing is, we're not going to talk
everything
about
else? That stuff comes first. What about our drainage? What about our streets? That stuff comes first, and they can't answer that. They never answer the question. Never. Not one person. Because you can't tell me that this 80 to $100 million project is more important than fixing our streets, our drainage, our buses, all of those things. You can't tell me that. You can't.
I can and I will.
Oh yeah, you already spending the money. You didn't put all them banners up over there off Masonic right there by the old Capital One, right? They all over there, and it was for the showing, right? So you done spent that money. So what the hell you gonna do with the flags now? You can't change the number on them.
Well, that's the intent.
Waste the
I want to
money.
make. I want to do the same thing. I want to make irreversible changes.
We work hard for our money. Like that's clown behavior. That makes me so upset. We work hard for our money for you to just spend it how you want to.
Well, I heard a great man once say, "Nobody can ride your back unless it's bent." Well,
That's right. That's right.
you got to stand up. You got to stand up, folks.
Got to.
Hold on, let me see if I can pull that up before we get out.
No, you ain't say this first. You got to tell the people the date of the trip. I can't see it.
Oh. Hold on. Hold on. I got to turn the comments off so they can read everything.
They can't see it. We can't see that. You got to read it for us.
Donakell Lofton and Nat Turner Educational Tours present a weekend full of education, sightseeing, and fun beginning May 29th. On that Friday, it leaves at 6 a.m. to May 31st, that's Sunday. Where are we going? To Memphis. The round trip fare on Spangler Bus is $75 per person. Please note that children must be accompanied by an adult. The hotel accommodations will be with Home to Suites downtown Memphis at $139 per night plus tax. $50 deposit.
It might be more now, but hey.
Right. The National Civil Rights Museum pricing will be as follows. Seniors, 65 and up, $18. College students with ID, $18. Children, 5 to 17, $17. 4 and under, free. Active U.S. military, free. Shopping and food purchases at the Wolf Chase Galleria during the trip are an individual's responsibility. Please contact the below trip organizers for any questions. That's Donakell Lofton at 318-487-3013 and Nat Turner at 318-541-2175. They're going to the Lorraine Hotel They're going
That's
to the National Civil Rights
awesome. You
Museum.
sound like you've been on the radio or something.
I have. I used to be. We used to be on the radio. I used to be a big timer, but now I'm just a podcaster. Woo, man, that's a lot to unpack. You know what else I wanted to get in? You know what? What time is it?
11:25.
I'm not ready to pack it in just yet.
You had to get on my page.
Yeah. Listen, I want to talk a little bit about how the administration of Jacques Roy feels about districts 1, 2, and 3. And I quote, the city will reinstate home buyers assistance activities, upwards of $100,000 purchases, opportunities for homeowners, as well as provide $40,000 in CDBG housing and counseling, home buyer education services to improve financial readiness and promote sustainability. Now, that $40,000 that they're going to give you, guess who's doing the lessons? The city of Alexandria. Got him. Thought you had a friend. No. So the city prioritized the use of its funds in its 5 designated target neighborhoods collectively as slum and blight area. These target areas include North Alexandria, the Central Business District, Samtown, Woodside, Lower Third, and South Alexandria. To encourage community input, the city held a neighborhood meeting on November 5th, 2025 for residents of the target areas. Did anybody know about this meeting?
No, and let me stop you right there. So before you get too far, Shirley Branham is the community development
I know.
Head over there, director, whatever. So in the documentation, she sent Kate. Who did she send the email to? She sent. I can't remember, but she sent the email to. Hold on, it's coming to me. Hold on. Daniel, what's his name? Daniel Smith, the planning director. She sent this email to him, and in that email, she said that they hold meetings in the community development department, which is on the 3rd floor of the utility office. They hold meetings there, but nobody ever attends. She also said that she puts it in the town, the notice in the town talk, and that she posted on the community development website. That's not sufficient. We have KLB. We have KLAX. There's different ways you can reach people. That's an excuse to me. Why people aren't. You don't think people will have come to these meetings?
So the city is calling your neighborhoods the slums. And you wonder why he didn't want to have District 2 with the mall.
Wait a minute, what happened now? I missed it. I walked away.
No, she's talking about that one meeting we went to at the utility office with Shirley Branham now. We went to one of those meetings many, many years ago. That's how we found out about that the city, listen, the city has a plan, right, that they made and they put away that would improve the infrastructure, how the city downtown area and a lot of few other areas, how it looks. It includes some vanity things like benches and a whole bunch of stuff. It really would make certain areas look really nice. Do you know that they're sitting on that plan? It will cost the taxpayers $0 to do it. You know they're sitting on that plan, and they've been sitting on that plan for at least 10 years now. They could do it anytime they wanted to, but they're not. Must be because y'all live in the slums. But yeah, that's why Jock has never, ever had to take a L. And this needs to be the first L that he takes. If y'all are mad at Jeff Landry for leading this Republican brigade of weirdos to leave them to make the decisions for you, then Look at this. Look at this. CDBG code enforcement. Code enforcement, minor rehab, housing program, delivery for home. Yeah. Any unused
Look. You see it now? You see it now? Hold on.
Uh-huh.
It says, hold a public meeting to answer any questions. Meeting is planned for June 15th at, what that say? No, go. I can't see it. What? Yeah, that's the email right there to Daniel
Smith.
Smith. That's the planning director. She sent that to him. This is required yearly.
Uh-huh.
So this is her saying these words. And I went through all 44 pages.
Provide the document to public for comment for 30 days. We publish notices in the Town Talk. Publish the document to CMDV's city website page. Comment period starts on May 15th, ends on June 15th. Any changes can be made during this 30-day window. And she posted a note that any unused prior year's funds will be forwarded into an activities listed above. Now, listen, the reason they have to say that is because there's been money missing before. Yeah.
Are we surprised?
I'm not surprised either. All right, folks. This has been another one of those shows. Oh, I know I got another clip. I'm going to clip y'all to death tonight.
What is that noise?
That's her.
Oh. She driving?
I don't know what she's doing.
Samir, you driving?
Are you saying anything?
I said, was you driving?
She probably can't hear now. Yep, she can't hear.
When the Speaker of the House gave me that letter kicking me off my committee, I tore it up because he's expelled me. What else can you do? We have nothing to lose, Black folks in the South. It's time to rise up. It's time to let them know that we're going to fight like hell against this new Confederacy, and that the only thing we have to lose are our chains. Now's the time not to be intimidated, not to try and play patty cake with fascism, but it's time to fight back with every tool that we have and to make it uncomfortable, to hurt them economically, and to wage a battle that future generations will be proud by what we did in this moment.
Yeah, I do.
They don't understand nothing but blood and money. Blood and money. That's the only thing they understand.
They don't even understand violence anymore. They want you deleted. They don't want you to count.
They don't even grieve. Do y'all see? They don't even grieve like we do. Y'all ain't never noticed that?
Exactly. They don't. And see,
they don't have that character. You know, they don't have those emotions, you know, that they have. So
because I'm
not even offended anymore, to be honest with you, because that's just how they are. That's their genetic makeup. I'm not even offended anymore. All I can do is go vote and get your butt up out of there.
And then the thing is, getting angry at them, it's fine and dandy because we all deserve to get angry. But these people don't care. They don't care. That's what we see. Once we realized it, you know, once we get it out of our mind that some of these people are not human. I'm not just saying that. Some people are not human. So a soulless person don't have feelings. A person who's it's like you're talking to a sociopath. You can beg and plead with him all day long not to kill you, but he gonna kill you. Regardless, he don't already made up in his mind, he gonna kill you. So you can cry and beg and plead and no, tell my family I love them and all that. He don't want to hear that. He gonna kill you at the end of the day. So we have to have that mindset to understand these people don't care. They don't care. Obviously, and this is what makes me mad about some of our Black folks, because we want to sit up there and explain ourselves to them. Why? What are you explaining yourself to them for? What are you explaining? They don't want to hear it. They're not listening. And
they didn't want to hear it back then, Missy, so they definitely don't want to hear it now.
They sure don't want to hear it now. Think about it, the city council meetings. I'm a person where I'm very in tune to people's energies. And I watch them on that city council. And the only time they get mad is when you say something about them. That's the only time they say they get mad. If you explaining and telling and pleading with them and this is not right and all that, they don't hear that. But if you say something negative about them, they hear that because you're attacking them. They don't care about how things are so bad for you. They don't care. That's why he went on and gerrymandered his district, okay? Because he don't care, and put that $80 million in his district because he don't care. So you got to find other ways to get his attention. You don't care about this, but wait a minute. Let me show you at the ballot box. Let me show you when I get behind them curtains. How much you going to really care when you sitting at home? I mean, that's what you got to do. That's the only way you can silence him. That's the only way you can keep him from keep on destroying a city that should be growing, is to send him to the house. That's all.
I want to show you that that the ancestors aren't asleep, right? And I can't find the right clip. I can't find the right clip. Hold on. Hold on. So I also want you guys to be familiar with some of these terminologies that these people are saying in your face, and you might not know exactly what it means. So let me give you an example, and then we'll move forward, and I'll give you the result. Just a second.
He chimping out. Is that you, Cameron? What up, nigga? How you been, nigga? They chimping out again. He mad he went viral as fuck. You saw that? Called his bluff. You know what I'm talking about? The real YNs recognize real. Real niggas recognize real, but you fake. Nick. Oh, I'm not? Do you know what America is? Free speech. Look at this chimping out.
What you doing? We're recording together.
You still ain't doing shit. And you still ain't doing nothing. You still ain't doing shit. Tell me I can't say something again. This is a fucking America. This is America. I can call him a nigga if I want. You know what I mean? Keep chimping out. Dumbass nigga. He's still chimping out. Look at these dumbass niggas. Look at these dumbass niggas chimping out. And do something about it. Leave me alone, Nick. Leave me alone, Nick. Nick.
Do something about it.
Nick, dumbass Nick. Keep chimping out. Keep chimping out, Nick.
He handled that well, honestly. Very well.
All right.
Is that a prank or something?
He handled it so well.
That's not a prank?
All right, cool. Let me show you how well he's handling it now.
Is that Chud the Builder? Is that Chud the Builder? Well, I could probably make an assumption, but yeah. This is so random. I'm just wrong.
So he's in Nashville, gets arrested. Couple days later.
New this morning, a live streamer known for racist, derogatory content and antagonizing people in public is now facing an attempted murder charge after a confrontation between he and another man ended with both being wounded by gunfire. Both men are expected to survive. Now, the shooting happened outside a Tennessee courthouse in Clarksville. The 28-year-old social media influencer Dalton Etherly is also charged with theft in a prior case from Nashville. Authorities did not identify the other person involved or what led to the shooting, but Etherly is known for posting rage bait content, repeatedly using racial slurs and challenging people to fight him.
Now, you want to know a secret?
Initial bond at 1.25 million. Based upon the fact of how many people were in the courtyard, were here at the courthouse, and the seriousness of all these felonies. And his bond status. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So
$1.25 million bond. So again, you can keep antagonizing black folks all you want. Everything you're doing is backfiring, including this gerrymandering redistricting shit. And Jock, I'm telling you, what you did is gonna backfire. It's going to be your downfall. Those vetoes are what's going to cost you this election. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Those vetoes are going to be, and it could be a plethora of other things. But those vetoes are what's going to seal your deal. Because you said things in those letters that had nothing to do with the issue. You accused people of political pandering as if you knew for fact that's what it was, and you lied. You're a liar. And you rage bait us. Am I comparing Jock Roy to Chud the Builder? Kind of, sort of. He just does it with a veto, and he's never there to read it. Antagonizes the shit out of y'all. Tells y'all don't mean shit. Tells y'all up there play faking, and you're doing all this for political. And I know what it is. It's political season. It's election season. It's just the thing they're going to do. We're going to have to just deal with it. Totally discounting people.
You damn right. You just gonna have to deal with it. And then you brought it up. That's what's crazy, right? So you worried about your seat.
You worried
Because
about.
why would you bring it up? Ain't nobody bring it up.
In my spare time, I'm not going to tell y'all too much, but in my spare time, I like to use slurs. I like to use slurs that white people design for black people, but I use them on white people. No, I'm just playing. That's horrible. I should have said that. Free Speech Friday. But yeah, the decorum is out the window. I don't know why you guys think that we still need to play by rules that they're not playing by. I don't know what makes you think they're even playing by rules. But yeah, folks, I love it here. And we love you guys, right? And we're out of here. We're out of here. I can't find the song. So I'm just going to, I can't find it. Hold on. But I got to stop. Let's see. Do I got a clip? I got it. I'm playing these same clips over and over again because I only loaded so many. Oh, yeah.
Not the American way. These damn bills that come out here all the damn time come out here in the last second, and I gotta try to figure out how to vote for my people. How ashamed of you should be. You should be ashamed of yourselves. I'm sick of it. Every year we give power to one person. It was not made that way in the Constitution. He was around when it was written. Now we pass rules that stop each one of us. Enough! I feel like somebody trying to be released from Egypt. Let my people go! My God, they sent me here to vote for them. They sent me here to vote for them, to argue for them. But I'm trapped. I'm trapped by rules that have been forced down our throats. Folks, we live in a democracy, but not here. But not here. So you go back and you tell your people, I'd like to do that, but the speaker has so much power, so much control, and each one of us do it in their districts. And have to go back and say that. And you can say on your side of the aisle, oh, no, that's not the case. But yes, you do. All of us know you got to deal with it. When's it going to stop?
They said when it's going to stop. If only we had more people that would speak up like that. On that note, good evening, everybody. We'll see you next week on the Can We Be Ranked show. Oh, snap.
Bye, you guys. Thank you.
Put your hands up. Whole city time, man, they can't stand up. Crime going up, water look brown. Bills too high, got the whole town down. Stand up, stand up. Put your hands up. If you love your city, better man up. For the key, for the elders too. If nobody else care, then it's up to you. Taxation without representation. Trying to save the city before we save the nation. Every month another bill, another situation. People barely living tired of frustration. Lights high, water high, rent high too. Whole hood stressed. What we supposed to do? Mama crying, daddy working overtime. Still can't win, man. This world out of line. But we ain't backing down. Tell the whole town gather around. If you hear me, say it loud. Stand up, stand up. Put your hands up. Whole city time and they can't stand up. Crime going up, water look brown. Bills too high, got the whole town down. Stand up, stand up. Put your hands up. If you love your city, better man up. For the kid, for the elders too. If nobody else care, then it's up to you. Hands up, like Mike Brown. Pain in the streets, got the city pipe down. Young boy lost, trying to find their way. Need real men, standing up today. If you a leader, then lay right now. Don't wait till the whole thing burn down. Church folks, hood folks, come together. Real change only happen when we move together. Stand up for the north side. Stand up. Stand up for the south side. Stand up. Stand up for the east side. Stand up. Stand up for the west side. Everybody say stand up, stand up. Hey, 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 hey. Stand up. Stand up, stand up. Put your hands up. Whole city time and they can't stand up. Crime going up, water look brown. Bills too high, got the whole town down. Stand up, stand up. Put your hands up. If you love your city, better man up. For the kid, for the elders too. If nobody else care, then it's up to you.
Alexandria, we still here.